high reached back in November 2021. Next up, we have Tesla. Those shares are down about 0.8%, and it continues its fall from yesterday. And there was a report yesterday from Hertz basically saying that the car rental company is so desperate to shed its Tesla inventory that it's telling customers if they want to keep their rentals, or this could be a classic case of profit taking with the stock up about 80% year to date. And finally, we have Apple. We are on watch for Apple to hit the $4 trillion market cap milestone. The stock is down just slightly, but the number to watch out for to hit that huge milestone is around $264. And Anne-Marie, you had that great conversation with Dan Ives earlier today, and he says that the rest of the street is underestimating Apple's AI potential and its ability to sell iPhones because of it. But at the same time, you have strategists over at BTIG warning that history suggests near-term weakness for the stock. So we'll see if today is the day that it hits that milestone.
Yeah, Hira, thank you so much. Yeah, Dan Ives talking earlier about Apple raising the price target $325 per share. It was at $300, so he's certainly bullish going into 2025 on this potential upgrade cycle. Turning now to the Fed, markets expecting fewer rate cuts next year with questions about the impacts of President-elect Donald Trump's policies. Joanne Bianco of Bond Blocks writes, quote, "We do not see much data to justify further rate cuts in an environment of strong growth and sticky inflation, especially if the potentially expansionary policies of the new administration are factored in. Nonetheless, while the stronger economy may mean rates stay higher for longer, this would also be supportive of many areas of fixed income." Joanne joins us now. Joanne, one thing I wanted to ask you, really jumping off what Torsten Slok and this note he put out about global risk, is he's talking about this potential for interest rate rises in 2025, 40%. A lot of people are saying, you know what, the Fed might not be on pause. They might actually have to raise rates driven by the fiscal policies out of Washington, D.C. What do you make of that?
Well, we certainly think that rates have to stay higher for longer. We're totally back to the higher for longer language. And, it's just been a remarkable move in the 10 years since the Fed started cutting rates. The 10 year is almost 100 basis points higher in yield. So the market doesn't like, the fact that they've been cutting rates. And, but the thing is that this means that long duration assets can continue to be very volatile, but yet there's still a lot of areas of fixed income that you can take advantage of in the strong economy. And the number one area in our view is credit.
The number one is credit, but spreads have been so tight, Joanne. I mean, how much tighter can this market really get? At what point does that just make you feel uncomfortable?
Well, there are reasons why spreads are tight. They're tight because we do have the strong economy, because we do have companies that have basically since the pandemic have been focused on shoring up their balance sheets in terms of refinancing their debt. And, so you don't have the same kind of excess building in credit markets that you've seen that predated like past down cycles. So we're just in a better quality environment, is particularly in the U.S. high yield market. There's more double Bs than there's ever been. The triple B corporate market is very healthy as well. So investors can take advantage of that. Another thing is that spreads, yes, they're at the tight end of the range, but they can persist. History has definitely shown that spreads can persist at tight levels under the right conditions for even years at a time.
Okay, this I find really interesting, the makeup of this credit market, how much more healthy it is, Joanne, specifically, because credit markets used to be this thing that are the canary in the coal mine, that when spread starts to blow out, it means something bad for the economy and it's a real big risk. Is it different this time around? Is the credit market maybe not as much of an overall signal as it used to be, just because of the makeup of the companies in it now?
Well, it's the focus by these companies on shoring up their balance sheets, on refinancing their debt, on not taking on too many risky expansionary CapEx types of projects. So there are a lot of reasons why, the credit markets are healthier than they have been. I have a long history in the credit markets, and I've definitely seen areas, telecom, energy, healthcare. There's always been, specific areas that have developed excesses that then ended up repricing the whole high yield market wider. But, we're not facing that right now. It's not saying that there couldn't be excesses that develop, but right now, everything points to another strong year in 2025 for credit.
So the trades are then, Joanne, credit and short duration. Is there anything, or short in duration, is there anything that could make you buy longer durated treasuries? Is there anything that could make it attractive in 2025?
I guess it would have to be an additional, significant backup in rates. Eventually at some point, it probably would make sense to go out longer in duration, especially if you had a longer term horizon for for investing.
Joanne, when it comes to also in the credit market, with spreads so tight, where else are you seeing opportunities?
Well, so we see, our main focus for next year and what we're telling all of our clients are, number one, to buy credit, and number two, to stay short duration, and then finally to be tax aware in their investing. And what that means in fixed income is, there's a lot of different choices in fixed income, and sometimes it's, paying taxes on higher yielding investments is better than buying only tax exempt securities. So there's a lot of different areas, but it's about precision. It's about figuring out where you want to be in fixed income to reduce your volatility and take advantage of the higher yields.
With yields still very high this year, though, do you think that the 60-40 portfolio will be making a comeback even stronger in 2025?
60% equity? Well, we think it should be 60% fixed income.
Okay, fair point. Let's talk about what you're expecting in terms of fixed income when it comes to the Treasury market and what we got out of the Fed in this final Fed meeting of the year. Jay Powell went from not assuming to many members of the FOMC actually assuming when it comes to Trump policy. At that point, then, as an investor, how do you decipher really how the Fed is incorporating all the incoming data that's coming at them?
There's always just so many uncertainties, and things can change direction and with the information that they have. But now all information is pointing to that there could possibly be a reacceleration in inflation. It's certainly not continuing to come down towards that 2% target. It seems, definitely stickier. So I think that, they have to adjust, so what they wanted to do last year in terms of multiple rate cuts doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that. It would not be good for financial markets if they did.
Joanne, just to play a little bit of devil's advocate, because Jan Hatzius of Goldman Sachs came out with a call just before Christmas saying that they still expect 3 cuts from the Fed next year. And the reason is even because if we get tariffs and it comes with a little bit of inflation, it ultimately will result in weaker growth. That will be a problem for American growth. And what's more, it's not immediately clear that the labor market is completely healthier or is on the right trajectory either. So weak growth, a weaker labor market all means that they will get cuts. I just wonder what you think of that argument.
I just think that we don't necessarily see the current level of rates as restrictive. I mean, maybe if you continue to see rates back up even from here, yes, maybe they start to be, but they haven't been restrictive enough that they've really curtailed economic activity. And the labor markets, yes, there's been some softness, but they're not, falling off a cliff.
Joanne, thank you so much for your time this morning, and Happy New Year to you. Joanne Bianco of Bond Blocks. Let's get you an update on elsewhere stories we're watching this morning. Here's your Bloomberg Brief with Yahira Hackis. Hey, Yahira.
Hi, Anne-Marie. OpenAI's board is evaluating a plan to create a conventional money-making corporate arm alongside its nonprofit arm. The plan would turn the business into a public benefit corporation, meaning an entity free to pursue income, but with the goal of bettering society, while retaining its nonprofit side. As part of the new structure, the nonprofit arm would hold shares in the money-making side. Meanwhile, the NBA pulled in its best holiday numbers in years on Christmas, and the NFL's Netflix debut also had an impressive showing. The NFL and Nielsen said 65 million viewers in the U.S. tuned in for at least 1 minute of one of the 2 NFL games, with the numbers peaking during Beyoncé's halftime performance, of course. And the NBA, which has struggled with TV audiences this year, achieved a 5-year high, averaging about 5.25 million viewers per game. And Kim Kardashian is no longer assisting in managing SKKY Partners, a private equity firm she co-founded back in 2022. In a security filing this week, the firm disclosed that Kardashian is no longer an executive officer. Its website now refers to her as a co-founder and senior operating advisor. She was previously listed as a managing partner. That's your Bloomberg Brief. Anne-Marie?
Thank you so much, Yahira, for all your work this morning. Danny, you track private equity. Has this firm made any big deals?
Okay, they bought one thing and one thing only, and that was part of the problem. And it was a luxury sauce company called Truff. So that was a problem for them. They also didn't raise nearly as much money as they had. I'm disappointed. Honestly, Anne-Marie, I thought it was a brilliant idea. Kim Kardashian, the savant of branding, didn't work out that well.
No, I didn't even know there was really this huge market for luxury sauce, but that's for another time. Danny, I know you have to go. Thank you so much for joining this morning. Merry Christmas and happy holidays and happy New Year to you and your family. Up next, I'm going to still be here in the surveillance chair. Charles Lieberman of Advisors Capital Management will be joining me. We're going to discuss what else 2025. You're watching Bloomberg Surveillance.
You missed it on Bloomberg, the China show.
What's been the sentiment? What's been the reaction to this U.S. election outcome on the ground?
They were pretty much ready for Donald Trump. There was a high expectation that he could return to the White House.
We have dealt with him before, and after quite a few years, China simply is better prepared, and China, psychologically speaking, is much more prepared in dealing with him again.
Probably are fully prepared for Trump to impose higher tariffs on China.
What's the tone as they were talking to really a global investment?
Right. The openness of China, including the capital markets, Hong Kong being an international financial center, will be extremely important in channeling global investors.
Don't miss the China Show live every weekday.
You missed it on Bloomberg Open Interest.
11 years ago, I bought a Bitcoin on this set.
It was $800.
Yeah, $800, but I spent the Bitcoin on beer and groceries and gas and video games.
And
I wish I had kept it. I wish I would buy a Harley today if I had.
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't be a TV anchor, and you probably wouldn't still be on this
True.
set. And what a joy that is.
I'd be my feet in the sand and the beer in my hand.
Don't miss the next Open Interest.
As we spend some time here on the broader presidential race.
Let's focus in on European politics.
Makes you wonder how politics might play out. fixed income fix. Watch Bloomberg Real Yield every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, right here on Bloomberg. Context changes everything.
Good morning and welcome to the final Friday of 2024. This is how U.S. futures are shaping up ahead of the trading day. S&P 500 futures are down 0.4%. It's been a stellar run for 2024, but we are not getting that Santa Claus rally at the moment. But if you are on this trading desk, you are seeing a little bit of a pause. And as Danny said earlier, hats off to you for being in the office those awkward days between Christmas and New Year's. Euro dollar this morning touched firmer on the euro, sitting at 104.36. Although many are calling for parity next year, we've seen this absolute strength of the dollar. It's going to be one of the biggest dollar strength years we've seen since 2015. Right now, you have 10-year yield sitting below 4.6%, 4.59%. And New York crude this morning, $70.27. As I've been saying, U.S. futures trading lower, 10-year Treasury yield hovering near a 7-month high in this post-holiday trading. Chuck Lieberman of Advisors Capital Management writing this: the economic environment should be slightly positive for stocks and slightly negative for long-term bonds. Inflation prospects could easily worsen between tariffs and immigration policy, which would freeze monetary policy for some period, but longer-term rates would increase. We're hearing a lot of this, Chuck, and he joins us now. Chuck, thank you for spending your Friday morning with you. Happy holidays and New Year to you. So how are you thinking about the start of 2025, especially when policy, things like tariffs, immigration, are going to be so important to how the bond market trades?
Absolutely right, Anne-Marie, and I agree with you. Happy holidays to you as well. In my judgment, there are things to be nervous about. The possibility of tariffs will obviously increase prices for domestic consumers. That's potentially a really big negative when the Fed is trying very hard to bring inflation back to 2%. We also have concerns about the labor market. Job growth has been pretty good, but if immigration policy changes and President Trump actually removes people from the U.S. who came in illegally, but nonetheless are working, that's going to reduce our labor supply, which will drive up labor costs and also inflation. So there are reasons to be concerned about the prospects for inflation.
When it comes to inflation and tariffs, do you think this is a one-off hit, or could this be more pervasive?
Well, it initially is largely one-off, but it then tends to spread through the system. When you have a single auto contract, for example, that's negotiated between the UAW and the auto companies, it's a one-off thing and it pertains just to that industry. But nonetheless, everyone else is watching, everyone else is looking, and many other workers, labor unions, get ideas that they can also push for 10% increases for 4 years in a row. That's a large increase, and so it does tend to transmit through the system.
So what do you make in terms of Fed policy with this kind of fiscal environment?
Well, I think the Fed wanted to get rates down while they could. And so they sort of rushed. They did 50 and then 25 and then 25. So they reduced rates by a full 100 basis points. But the market is looking at the economy. And the market is seeing that the economy is not weak. If you recall, a year ago, a lot of people were forecasting a recession. Obviously, that didn't happen. In fact, growth is well above potential. And it becomes even further above potential if we have fewer workers because we are getting illegal immigrants to leave the country. So no matter how you slice it, I think we've got inflation risk out there. The economy will probably grow more slowly. If you can't hire, you can't expand the economy as quickly. So we could have a very unusual combination of moderation in growth, yet upward pressure on inflation.
Do you think the Fed at the moment is restrictive?
No. Very simply. What I look at is not overnight money. Because if you look at overnight money relative to inflation, you can make a case that the funds rate is roughly on average where it belongs historically. You have a much, much tougher case when you look at the 10-year. At a 4.60 yield with inflation in the ballpark of, let's say, 2.60, I'm being a little bit generous here. You have the 10-year 200 basis points over inflation. Historically, it's been more like 250. So in my judgment, interest rates are not a bar to investment, to spending, and we see a very strong corporate issuance of debt in the marketplace because corporations see prevailing interest rates as attractive.
So when you put all of this together, potentially inflationary policies, you don't think the Fed is restrictive. Do you think we could see a 2025 when the Fed is actually not just on pause, but maybe raising interest rates?
Yes, but not in the early part of the year. In the early part of the year, the Fed is going to wait to see what happens with policy, with tariffs, with immigration policy. They'll look at the growth rate of the economy, and they will wait. They can afford to wait. There's no reason for them to rush ahead to lower rates anymore, and they have good reason to regret, shall we say, having lowered rates as much as they have. But I expect them to be on pause for a while, and then it depends very much on how things play out.
Chuck, thank you so much for your time this morning. Happy and healthy 2025 to you. Chuck Lieberman of Advisors Capital Management. I know you'll be focused on the policies as we are about what potentially 2025 has in store. This is what you need to focus on when it comes to the rest of the trading day, the final Friday of the year, and also the start of next year. So here we are counting down to the bell. We have Monday, pending home sales. Tuesday, U.S. bond market is going to be closing at 2 p.m. Eastern. Of course, it is New Year's Eve. Wednesday, New Year's Day, so the U.S. markets are closed. And Thursday, first round of U.S. jobless claims of the year. What we also get next week is policymakers coming back to Washington, D.C. A big fight already is going to be on Capitol Hill on whether or not Speaker Mike Johnson can remain intact, the speaker, and hold on to his gavel. On Monday, I will not be here, but Romaine Bostick, Danny Berger will be guiding you through the markets on Monday. It's yet another awkward day between the holidays and the New Year, Christmas and New Year. If you know what day it is, and if you are showing up to the office, hats off to you. Max Kettner of HSBC will be joining us, Cameron Dawson of New Edge Wealth, Dina Di Lorenzo of Guggenheim Partners, and Patrick DeHaan of Gas Buddy. All of that is coming up next. That does it for me. There was no Santa Claus rally. Thank you so much for spending your Friday morning with me. And to the Surveillance regular viewers, thank you for welcoming me on the program this year. It's been a fantastic 2024, and see you in 2025. Good morning.
The top names at the Fed are on Bloomberg.
The median projection is 2 rate cuts next year. That makes sense to me, but we have to remain agile. Every meeting is live from the standpoint that you're debating, you're discussing, you're thinking what's the right level of policy. But my projection is that it will take many fewer rate cuts next year than we thought, but I'll watch the economy and see if that works out.
Nobody covers the Fed like Bloomberg.
What legacy I would love to leave is to make sure that in my village I have infrastructure. So long when I'm gone, things are still working. Then I have done my job. And if some people get inspired through my work and then try to engage themselves for their community and create something that is inspiring for everyone, I will be happy.
What's the best piece of advice you would give to someone young who wants to make a difference actually in this world? In architecture or with something else?
Wow, I'm not the right one to just do that.
I think you are.
Yeah, but with the pressure you have, and then you try to be the good one, the fancy guy, the intellectual one. I have no advice then to believe in yourself and really work hard. You know, when I started, no one would have imagined that I will be able to see my name connected with Aga Khan or Pritzker or sitting at Bloomberg to talk about sustainability, about future of sales. No, myself 5 years ago, if you told me that, I will say no. I will never imagine. So I will encourage everyone to believe in what you're doing and not try to run after the newest of the newest. Just be consistent. Just work on things that matters for you. Really, at the long term, it pays.
AI, how it has penetrated pretty much all sectors, including music. AI can write music, compose music. How do you see AI changing the landscape in fashion?
Yeah, AI definitely helped. When I did the jewelry, I used the AI, helping me to give some idea, but ultimately you still have to do a lot of it. They just give you very superficial ideas, and but at the end you still have to customize and how to really make it and do that. I do not think that AI and the technology can replace the human mind at this moment. Yeah.
Are you concerned one day we won't be able to differentiate designs by AI and designs by an actual designer?
I don't know. For me, I feel that when the designer doing is the spirit, is the heart that the computer don't have.
In case you missed it, on Bloomberg Technology.
I believe that we would love OpenAI models inside of AWS. We absolutely. It's we listen to our customers, and if that's something that customers want, we're absolutely game. Obviously, with a partnership, it takes multiple sources, and there's probably some complexities in there, as you allude to. But I think in the fullness of time, it likely is the case.
Don't miss Bloomberg Technology live every weekday.
All right, good Friday morning from the Bloomberg Interactive Broker Studio in New York City and from London as well. This is a special edition of Bloomberg Markets. Caroline Hyde in London. I'm Paul Sweeney here in New York. We're simulcasting on Bloomberg Radio and television, so that's a cool thing. Good morning, Caroline. Happy day after Boxing Day.
Yeah, whatever that technically is called. Being full, I think, is generally what it's called. Everyone recovering from too much overindulgence here in London. And the market's just feeling pretty sanguine. We're playing a bit of catch-up in European trading, but it looks like it's going to be a bit of a down and out day if you're looking at US futures anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the concept of Boxing Day, by the way. I think we need to bring that over here to the States. Futures, Caroline, as you were mentioning, just a little bit on the light side here, off about 0.4%. The S&P off 28 points. The NASDAQ off about 109 points here. Yields a little bit higher. 10-year Treasury, 4.59%. It seems like a range we're in. WTI crude oil a little bit higher this morning. Again, right around that $70 level. So not a lot of movement there. Again, range bound as one would expect. A little bit of a bump in Bitcoin, up about 0.6%, just north of $96,000. I call that out for Tom Keene here. Let's go to Alex Semenova. She covers all the equities for Bloomberg News. She joins us here in our New York studio. Alex, what are you looking at this morning?
Hey guys, good morning. Well, it's been a pretty uneventful week on Wall Street, but there's one name that you can always count on to make some sort of unexplained moves, and that is GameStop. I'm watching the stock this morning. It's down more than 1% in pre-market trading, but that is after it rose in all but one of the last 8 trading sessions. It had a pretty incredible rally yesterday, up more than 6% after a post on X by Keith Gill, better known as Roaring Kitty. In fact, at one point, trading volume yesterday hit almost 5 times the 20-day average. After that post on X, GameStop is also among the most mentioned companies today on StockTwits. Nearly 4 years after the meme stock rally in 2021, and the Reddit army is still in full force. Investors still piling into these speculative names for no apparent reason. Moves like this, perhaps a sign that policy is not as restrictive as it seems.
Talking of policy, I mean, Asia policy, Japan in particular, seeing the yen go weaker, that's put some wind beneath the sails of Asia trading. But there's news out of Taiwan in particular when it comes to deals that aren't allowed to go ahead. It's affecting a European name, Delivery Hero, and also a key US name too.
Indeed, Caroline. So I'm also looking at Uber. Not a big move on the stock this morning, but it is in the news. That is, of course, as you mentioned, after a German online food ordering company, Delivery Hero, it was supposed to sell its Taiwan subsidiary to Uber, but that deal got blocked by the government there. Uber had aimed to complete the $950 million deal by the first half of 2025. The acquisition would have been one of Taiwan's largest outside of the chip industry. Delivery Hero, which is based in Berlin, said in a statement on Wednesday that Uber can either appeal this or opt to walk away. Uber said in a statement that it is disappointed by the decision, but it would continue to invest in Taiwan. Caroline.
Alex, I'm not even sure I want to go down this route, but
flow largely negative in the week leading up to Christmas. Citi revealed today that the bond funds recorded an inflows of 2.1 billion, while equity funds saw outflows totaling 26.6 billion. And then also, according to Citi, the majority of the equity outflows came from U.S. ETFs, which faced 38.7 billion in net redemptions. Our friend, the Nasdaq, and also its little sister, the S&P, saw little movement, but closed marginally lower, ending the Nasdaq's 4-day winning streak and halting the S&P's 3-day rise. With few market drivers, investors reacted to U.S. government bond yields. We saw the 10-year Treasury hit a 4.64% earlier in this session. Now, that's been its highest level since way back in May. But however, solid auction of the 7-year note in the afternoon sort of eased the yields just a little bit, bringing the 10-year yield down to a 4.58 by late afternoon. Those kids at Goldman Sachs predicted that the Fed, yes, this is a prediction, they think that the Fed's going to be delivering its next interest rate cut of 25 basis points in March. The bank said today that the move is expected to be followed by 2 additional cuts of the same magnitude in June and September morn. What they did say is we expect the Fed to deliver 25 basis cuts in March, followed by 2 more, June and September, to a terminal range 3.5 to 3.75. This is what those kids wrote. And that's, Johnny, that's what I've got so far today. What do you got for us?
Well, some minor economic numbers came out early this morning. At 7:30, the wholesale inventories number came out. It was expected to fall from 0.2% to 0.1%. It actually came out minus 0.2%. That's wholesale inventories. Retail inventories had a pretty good jump from the prior, from 0.1% to 0.6%. Trade balance was a little higher than expected. They were looking for 101.3 billion. That came out 102.86 billion. At 9:30, we have the natural gas inventories. 12 o'clock, apparently, the crude status indicator is going to be coming out at the same time as the Baker Hughes rig count, and that's it for known economic numbers. No things today. VIX is up about 6% this morning at 1566. A little higher than it was yesterday at this time, which was 1529. The dollar index lower this morning, 107.95. It was 108.21 yesterday at this time. The yield on the 10-year holding above that 4.5%, about 4.59%. The last I checked this morning, down from 4.64% at point yesterday. So that is really just the kind of thin economic numbers, or at least known economic numbers that we've got coming out. And of course, always hoping for no bad news.
No bad news.
Eddie, dude, yes. What's up with the crude?
So, dude, this is about crude, which will include some trading food that we have stewed, viewed, and accrued. So I recommend if you're trading crude, you stay glued if you're in the mood to see what we shared. And I conclude, oil, almost a full percent today, rising, was on track for a weekly gain, spurred by the expectation of a stimulus-driven economy recovery in China, the world's biggest oil importer. Analysts, also polled by Reuters, expected U.S. crude stocks to have declined by 1.9 million barrels last week. The market source said API, American Petroleum Institute, put a decline at 3.2 million barrels. And Brent up about 0.9%. We did see our good friend WTI up 0.8 from Thursday's close. And Brent WTI were up 1.4 to 1.1 respectively. And that's what we got here for the news, but we do have time for our Topstep tip of the week. What do you got, Gabe? Tip of the week. Yard at tip of the week. Oh, yes. This will be the last. Well, actually, we're going to be here Monday. Action steps. What's an action step? Well, some of the things that I wrote down here. Refine your strategy. All right. Focus on what works. Now, some of us are like, nothing works. Well, this is where we really have to start digging down and seeing strategies that work for others. And obviously watch what we're doing here at Topstep. Ask questions. All right. And for those that are sort of trading flat, all right. I mean, this is something where maybe just a little fine tuning can get you across that. Set tighter controls on risk management. I know that sounds, you don't want to do that, but you're going to have to. I mean, if things aren't working, you're going to have to change things that you probably don't want to do. All right. Also, address reoccurring emotional and behavioral challenges. All right. That's the first thing that I check in the morning is my emotions. All right. All right. My mindset. Am I ready to go? Am I ready to trade? So take actionable steps to move forward. Johnny, what do you got?
Well, when analyzing your performance statistics, if you are not consistently applying a strategy or series of strategies consistently, it's going to skew your performance statistics. So if you really want solid, good performance statistics, have a plan, stick to the plan, only trade the plan, don't optimize the plan, because you're going to find out through those statistics and through overall performance whether that strategy or that plan or that process is going to pay you over time. Yes, markets change. It's going to have to be fluid a little bit, but maintain very, very as true to your trading plan as you can to get good, solid performance statistics to kind of view your performance over time. Very important to be consistent in your decision making to see quality performance statistics.
Right. You know, Rodnell here in chat says facts, but it's hard to do. Right? Like Johnny said yesterday, you said yesterday, this is the hardest easy money to make.
Mm-hmm.
You got to apply yourself. You really got to commit to yourself that you're going to follow through. You know, even if you have to sacrifice, or I mean, what we talk about and what we do share. Yes, easy to say, hard to do. But once you keep doing, keep jab, 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 keep plugging away, you're going to start seeing light at the end of the tunnel. So keep doing it. We got faith in you. We love you. We're Topstep TV. And Johnny, I love watching your charts. And what do you got for us today, my friend?
Thanks, Eddie. Very nice of you to say. And
I do.
As always, starting with the daily in the S&Ps. And as equities have a tendency to do over a long period of time, they just seem to go from the bottom left to the top right. And that is still true today. When you look at the volume for the last couple of days, it's been very low. It's holiday markets. We've been saying that for the last couple of weeks. Not a lot of participation, not a lot of volume, not a lot of longer time frame traders are involved in these markets at this time. So just keep that in mind. Markets are going to be a little bit thinner, not as liquid. If something major does happen, it's likely to be overdone. We're not expecting anything unlikely to happen, but again, ACH, anything can happen. So earlier today, when I sat down, it was looking like we were setting up for an inside day in the extended trading hours. It looks like we've taken out yesterday's low here just by a little bit, with little economic data or known economic data and no bad news. And at the end of the year, the markets are truly more controlled by the shorter time frame speculators than any of the institutional traders. Of course, if something weird happens, that might wake up a whole bunch of the institutional traders to adjust inventories. But again, I think that's a little bit of a stretch today. Let's take a look here at the 30-minute chart. Taking a look at yesterday's range, we're right at the low of yesterday's range, right at the initial balance low, which was the low of the session. Overnight inventory is to the short side. I'll be watching on the opening to see if we can maintain any participation or volume below that IB low yesterday and the session low yesterday in the S&Ps at 60.63. Other than that, the overnight inventory, now think about this, overnight inventory is short. This is a shorter time frame, weaker hand sellers continuing to try and push price lower. If they do not get what they're looking for shortly after the open or on the open, there's a tendency for them to get nervous and to unravel some of those shorts, which turns them into buyers and could bring price back into range yesterday and maybe even back to the point where the market opened last night, which is approximately 60.91 and change. Now we're still seeing sellers coming into this market prior to the opening below the range from yesterday offers an opportunity, especially if we're right at the low from yesterday, to limit risk. We're below value. We are at risk of opening with a gap, and that would create gap rules. In other words, if we can't close that gap relatively early, we'd be looking for opportunities in the continuation of the gap. The profile yesterday is a P-shaped profile, which was not supported by a loss in open interest. We actually gained an estimated 2,500 contracts in open interest, and understanding that that is probably going to be shorter time frame speculators, not necessarily institutions. We may have trapped some longs up here. This overnight inventory could be some of those longs liquidating, looking like we're getting a little bit to the short side here. Watch the open. If we open below yesterday's range, I think that offers earlier opportunities for an execution. Not talking about which way, just trying to put some context into the marketplace here. So if we have some new longs yesterday, they're smaller, shorter time frame traders, and not a whole bunch of them, adding, again, only approximately 2,500 in open interest. Take a look now into the NASDAQ. Obviously, on the daily, the market continues to put in higher highs, higher lows. We just had to, it kind of feels strange that we just put in our all-time high in the NASDAQ just last week. Just last week, we put in that all-time high. We took off. We looked below that 5% off the all-time high, and we found buyers down there. Obviously, that excess low, 3 straight days to the upside, a little bit of a pullback yesterday. What's it looking like today? Well, very similar to the S&P. So far, we still have an inside day in the NASDAQ. Interesting. See what these tech companies do today. But again, very low volume, almost no change in open interest yesterday in the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ didn't even have to happen as far as positioning is concerned. I mean, we're talking about an estimated change of about 2 in open interest. Very even as far as open interest yesterday in the NASDAQ. Not so much in the S&Ps. So again, with little change, little volume, no change in open interest, little economic data, and no bad news, what are these markets going to do today? Of course, as we say, anything can happen. Hopefully there won't be any bad news coming out. Maybe some good news will come out, and we'll see these markets turn around and head to the upside. At least that's always my hope, but hope is not a strategy. Here we go. Here's yesterday's range, the initial balance low, currently very close to our pre-session low here. Again, probably less of a probability of opening with a gap in the NASDAQ. We've got about 10 minutes before that open. Anything can happen, but of course, overnight inventory is very short if we can't see sellers continue to push below this initial balance and the low of the range from yesterday, those shorts are likely to get a little bit nervous and give us better opportunities if we are looking for opportunities for shorts as they may unravel. They're short now. If they don't see what they're looking for after the open, they may turn buyers and bring price back into range and perhaps even into value from yesterday. So now we're kind of looking at outside ranges now in the S&P and the NASDAQ. They've both taken out yesterday's low, so overlapping to lower range at this time. We'll see how the market opens and how the more participants, not the major participants, treat these levels on the opens. We'll take a look at that. The profile yesterday, again, in the NASDAQ, largely a P-shaped profile, which would indicate short covering. We know that that's probably not going to be true because of zero change in open interest. So a lot of the early decisions this morning will probably be based on that overnight inventory. If they attract new sellers, and sometimes selling begets new selling, buying begets new buying. But if we do see new sellers coming into the market, these overnight shorts will be happy and they'll hang with those positions for a little bit. On the open, if they don't see what they're looking for, we could see an inventory adjustment that could take us to higher levels, back into balance or back into value from yesterday. We're going to have to see about that. There is the context for those equities. Now, what about crude oil? Medium time frame balance remains. Oh my goodness, this is high to low, low to high, high to low, low, high, low, low. We're still in that longer time frame area of balance. We're in a short time frame area of balance as well. We haven't even left yet last week's range at all. Take a look at this on the weekly chart. I would certainly call this bar coding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 weeks of bar coding. One of the things that I'm kind of excited about is from potential possibilities or probabilities in crude oil is we are seeing open interest increasing. We've seen open interest estimated increase by about 24,000 contracts between Tuesday and yesterday. So we are seeing new, if you'll pardon the pun, energy coming into the crude oil market. So again, we're still in balance to breakout rules. Balanced rules, you fade the extremes, you sell against the high, you buy against the low until proven wrong. If you've been doing that, you've been printing money for a couple of months now. In the shorter time frame, we're in a short time frame area of balance. Take a look at the 30-minute chart and we'll see what we're looking at as far as inventory and any opportunities today. Overnight inventory is a little bit long, but the market is still inside the range from yesterday. Looking like the initial balance low from yesterday was providing a degree of resistance in the overnight session. The regular trading hour session, however, is now open, and at least our overnight longs initially are getting what they're hoping for. They're seeing buying continuing price to the upside. We closed the gap from Monday to Tuesday yesterday. There is, of course, weaknesses in structure on both sides of the marketplace, but when we're looking at our participants are likely to be today, shorter time frame traders are going to largely be in control of this market as they have been for several weeks now. We're not seeing huge inventory adjustments and big moves outside of balance, which indicates that the shorter time frame traders are really the ones that are getting stuck and moving the market, and then getting stuck and then moving the market, getting stuck and then moving the market. Looking like the opening range is not the low of the session, but however, we are holding that initial balance low, which was resistance, as support for the time being. If we can't hold that, that might be enough to take those overnight longs that are just sitting there hoping for continuation to the upside, get them a little bit nervous, and offer us a better trade location for longs if we do get a little break in this market. That can also offer a pretty decent short opportunity, of course, But this is all about context, no prediction, and no suggestions for any particular trades happening here. So we're going to see how this plays out. The profile yesterday in the crude oil was largely a trend day to the downside. It ended up being a normal variation day, but you can see the market opened and pretty much trended lower all day. It targeted closing this gap, which it did by the end of the session yesterday. One thing about the crude oil, if you look at the profile, there was a late spike to the downside. It was a kind of a weak late spike. The market closed very close to the base of the late spike, so it wasn't like sellers really barreled in and we closed this market right on its patoot. The market kind of pulled back, but it did leave a late spike, and the rules of the late spike are as follows. Opening below a late spike to the downside is a higher probability of acceptance of lower pricing. Opening in a late spike is still a probability of lower prices being accepted at lower pricing, but a little bit lower probability of it. Well, obviously, we're opening well above the base of the late spike, which would indicate acceptance of higher pricing. It doesn't mean close your eyes and buy. Be smart about it. If this late spike is indicating that the market is accepting higher pricing, the price can come all the way back to that base of that late spike before attracting buyers. So be cautious with that. And again, we're kind of looking at a short time frame level. Yesterday's initial balance low, short time frame levels. When the market is short time frame controlled, are likely to be respected. But again, there's a lot of them, so be cautious in and around those shorter time frame levels. Now take a look at gold, which really has hit the skids here this morning a little bit. Short time frame balance remains intact. We were looking at these highs here as kind of the upper extreme of balance, the weekly kickoff low as the lower extreme of balance. I'm really kind of looking at this 100-session moving average here, which is coming in at 2658.80 on the daily chart as the upper extreme of balance, and weekly kickoff low 2608 as the lower extreme of balance. 30-minute chart. So we had a gap to close. Looks like we've closed that gap here today in regular trading hours, approximately regular trading hours. Overnight inventory is short. The initial balance low from yesterday was initially resistant, support became resistance. Looks like the market is targeting that naked point of control down here below at 27.30. We're below yesterday's range, below yesterday's values. We have not seen any sort of overnight inventory adjustment. So there's actual sellers coming into this market. We lost 3,500 on the upside move yesterday. Maybe some short covering has a tendency to take buying power away from the market. Why? Because if you're short and you have to cover, you are a buyer. That takes buying power away from the marketplace. So seeing some continuation to the downside. The opening range is the dead ass high of the regular trading hour session today. And if that's the case, I'm usually going to be looking for opportunities for shorts, which would have been a decent opportunity for us to take some profits today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to sit down to trade today, make sure you take your deep breath. Remain humble, grateful, creative, and centered in your trading today. Always pray for peace. Let's get ready to rumble and have a great session today.
Fantastic. Seeing a lot of these markets on the downside. Are we seeing the opposite of a Santa rally, the Crumpus dump? Well, we're going to find out here. The number 2 live trader, Coach Dakota, and number 205 XFA trader, Mohammed, are here to redeem themselves after they both hit their daily loss limit yesterday. But hey, we all do that. All right. But what we're going to do is we're going to get back on track, and we're going to talk about this with Dakota and Mohammed next. Stick around. Fast Markets coming up. Andre's back.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We will. I promise.
Stumpus. Here we go.
You
guys are live.
In the long last
I was
night.
muted.
Okay. Oh, we are live.
Ready?
Hey.
Are live.
Oh,
Hey, everybody.
oh wait,
Whoa.
wait a minute. That's premature.
Wow.
There it
We are
is.
live.
I knew what was happening.
Now we are open. Welcome, everybody, to Topstep TV. This is Fast Markets. We got number 2, Dakota in the house. We got Hogue in the house. We got Mohammed in the house. Get right to it. Hogue, we're starting to see a little bit of sell-off. What are you seeing over there from your end?
Well, let's look at the NASDAQ. Everybody seems to like to look at the NASDAQ. The market has opened with a gap below the low of yesterday's regular trading hour session range. Had a nice little push to the downside. Overnight inventory is short. We're looking, in the overnight like this is a bearish market in the short time frame. We can't close the gap relatively early. We're looking for opportunities in the direction of the gap, which would have us looking for shorts. We are outside of range, outside of balance. Earlier opportunities are likely to pay. We'll see if we can hold below yesterday's IB low, which was 21,870 and a quarter, and we'll probably be looking for shorts from that point forward. We do have a little bit of a gap to close down here at around 21,770 something. Would close that gap. But again, we do have overnight inventory, and we are in short time frame control with few institutional traders. If the overnight shorts don't see this market continue to push to the downside, they'll get nervous. They'll bring price back higher, but that might offer us better opportunities for shorts. As I see, Dakota has the bear up.
Ooh,
Yes,
Dakota.
yes. I got caught in a long last night. Down 5,000 to start the day. I'm still up for the week. That's just the reality of having more losing days than winning. And here we go. We're selling off. We're selling off here in the NASDAQ. I'm looking for this thing to return down towards the 780s, 790s.
$780, $790.
The gap close takes us down to 776 in 3 orders.
776 downside gap close. All right. 776 and the orders specific to the tick. I like that. All right, Mohammed, what are we seeing today? Still selling off here.
Yeah, the market is selling off very hardly today. Continue from yesterday. They started the downside move since mid of yesterday from afternoon. They started the sell-off, making sort of double top up there. And today they started continuing that move until now. Sellers have the control. Buyers tried to get back the control over here in the morning with a shallow move up, almost 2 legs up to the high, and they give up giving back the control to seller until now. I see the market going to this zone, this demand zone between 21,760 and 20,680. So this is almost 100 points area that is difficult to just buy the market there. So I would like to see the market consolidate in this area if I would like to buy it. Otherwise, I will look for selling opportunity.
Okay. That's 760 perhaps for a demand zone. 760.
Do you hear me?
760. 760. Yep. 760. Gap close to the downside 776 in the orders. Last trade in at the NASDAQ just cracked beneath 21,800. 797's trade.
Opening range, the dead ass high in the S&P and in the NASDAQ, looking for shorts.
Look out below. I'll let this play out. Again, it is. Would you consider this a holiday trade? I know it's a couple days after Christmas. It is a Friday. Institutional traders are done for the year. How do you adjust appropriately in this type of trading, these type of trading conditions?
Well, to me, until after the first week of January, I think we're in a holiday trade.
Yep.
Even into the second week, the first week of January is usually a tough week for me, so I'm usually going to be very, very cautious that first week of January. So when you think about who the participants are, I mean, most of the major players are at the Hamptons or in Lake Geneva, right? Mm-hmm. They are taking this time off. They've closed their books for the week, so they're It's going to take something, really big or something really important to bring them back into the marketplace. I think we're looking at short time frame control here, and we're seeing shorter time frame sellers attracting more shorter time frame sellers at this point. I'm not looking for anything huge to happen. I'm looking for, an opportunity to find some sort of base at some point today, perhaps. But, just thinking about who's participating in the markets gives you an idea. Shorter time frame levels are likely to hold.
Okay.
But the problem is there's so many of them. You got to find the right short time frame level with which to find the opportunity.
We are now down at that zone that I'm looking for longs. We're now down at the zone I'm looking for longs. This is kind of the area of resistance that we seen before Christmas. So December 24th. This is the area that was major resistance. And so I'm looking to see if this market could find some support around here somewhere.
Juicy 3-bar reversal?
Yeah, maybe like something like exactly like that on the 5-minute chart. We'll see. We're only 5 minutes into this open, and we're selling off pretty hard.
Yeah.
Hopefully this isn't like that last Wednesday.
Dow with some buyers kicking in here, so we'll see what happens there.
Next visual target I see is 21,706, which is a naked point of control.
$776 is due trade. Mohammed was looking at this area perhaps for a demand area, demand zone around 760. Last trade 21,760 in the Nasdaq. Sellers in the S&Ps as well in the ES 6044. New lows on the day. Like Eddie said, the Dow is seeing some buyers buying step in here. 43,450 last trade. About 70 points off the lows there. Crude cruising higher a little bit. $7.42 a barrel, and gold still off slightly. 26.28 last trade. More selling coming here in the S&Ps. Now 740s trade. Hoag's downside visual target 706 in the Nasdaq. Oh, we got a poll up in the chat. On the day, are you bullish or bearish today? Bullish, bearish? I don't have a bias. I'm not trading.
What a sell off.
Low on the day in the Nasdaq 21,736. Very thin on the ladder. Look on the S&P ladder. Typically, you see more liquidity in the S&P ladder. And it is quite thin there, too. Nasdaq, very thin.
Yeah, this is that interesting zone I'm watching.
Okay.
Video down there.
Okay, I'm long 752. Long 752.
There you go. Crude just off its highs.
Go along 5, Nasdaq. I assume it's 5 from 752.
That was quite the snipe there.
Yeah, let's see if this will hold, though. This is the question. How do we hold and how do we react now? Or if we just completely just keep going. This is the question. Just watching it.
All right.
Fingers on the button to close. This market can move really quick.
Dakota.
I'm not liking it. Not liking it. We didn't find the buyers. Hold these 40s.
Hold.
Stop losses at 730. This is counter trend. Very unlikely.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But it's you, Dakota.
No.
New high in crude.
It's Friday, Hogue. I struggled last night, and I think I'm going to be struggling today. I'm going to close out of that one. Minus 20 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can go to 700.
706.
700.
706, okay.
Yeah, I see 700 with a stop at 80.
Tanked right there.
Poll
I
results
feel like
back.
we're trying to catch a falling knife here.
A little bit. 49% bearish coming into the open.
Whenever I drop a knife, it usually ends up in my foot.
Nothing on the tilt right now.
Nothing. Straight through that support zone.
You can get some buyers down here against the lows.
Looking to buy at 700 with a stop at 80. This is the zone. Actually, it was two demand area, this one and this one. So either this one, which I think Dakota tried. I think the other one will be 700, also with a stop at 80, only 20 points.
Within 4 points of that 706 naked point of control.
And you know NASDAQ.
A 15-point bounce there. Bottom out at 21,710. All the day there.
Yeah, that was a nice 20-point bounce. I was 15 points in the money. It was one of those where it was like see profit, take profit. We just completely fell through those 60s. We got up to 760 and then straight back down. 50-point sell off. Back down.
There you go. Come on, Nofel. 700 Nofel. So
no fall. You're working the 700s? Yeah, 701. 701 the orders. Lowest price today so far.
I jumped in long again. 720, 720.
Wow.
You could have lost long 5. 21,720. NASDAQ.
Man, oh man, that was 0175. Low.
Yeah, it was.
I like that long, Dakota.
Long from 720, stop 699. Let's see if we could find some buyers here. Broke through those 728s.
Yeah. Looking to 756 as a target for this move, at least.
81% long the Dow. On the tilt.
We are not holding. We are not holding at all on this one.
Getting smushed.
Sellers.
Last trade 716, 21,720. 720 last trade in the NASDAQ. Dow still seeing a push higher here.
Still long at 720.
Dow the stronger of the three. S&Ps are, I'm sorry, the NASDAQ the weakest of the three equities, that is. Like Eddie said, crude buyers keep stepping in here.
No, this is another one of those. That's 20 freaking points. Let's see how we can hold these.
Pin at the top of the chat, you'll see Topstep daily levels up. Are they updated? Oh, yep, they are updated daily. Make sure to have those open on your screen, or you can have them overlaid on top of your charts on Topstep X.
Okay.
I got you.
I'm long stop at 79. Stop at 79.
All right, we're long to 704.5.
Okay. Nice
one
entry.
lot.
All right, just a little one guy just test the markets out.
Yeah. It's this naked point of control. It seems to be holding. There is some liquidity down below.
It's a nice double bottom so far.
They won.
What's the CYA on this?
79. 79.
79. Okay. I got you, Gabe. All right. I got Muhammad long, got Dakota long, and the house account long. Oh, can you go full screen with the NASDAQ chart when you get a chance? Pinned, or upper left-hand corner, it is. Upper left-hand corner of the screen, see the hashtag Fast Markets. You know the drill by now. Hit us up at Topstep X, or at Topstep TV on X, Twitter, or as Eddie calls it, Twix. I want to see some battle station setups. I think those are really cool. Show us your trader station setups, your memes, your swag, performance dashboard, analytics. Again, hashtag Power or hashtag fast markets, hashtag power hour. Topstep TV. All right, more selling coming in.
Yeah, market's still dumping.
Come on.
Yeah, I got stopped out on that one as well. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and this is just selling off.
Yeah, it is.
Still long.
Yeah, still our stop.
House is long. 677.75 is our CYA on this.
Yeah, it's worth. It's not looking good, but still the risk is maintained.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh no, Lost Trader. New Year's is canceled now. Powell canceled Christmas. Oh, shit, New Year's is canceled. Well, that's going to be interesting. That'll make things really interesting. Yeah.
Looks like the Mag 7 is all getting hit this morning.
Is it? Okay. Let's take a look at NVIDIA.
And
Yeah,
we are out.
flat.
We are flat.
Yep, I'm flat. Yep, flat as well.
Everyone's flat. Give
Minus 9,000 for me.
Minus 9,000.
10,626.
Come on.
10,626.
Not to buy it. It bounced right there in the NASDAQ.
House down 548.
How'd the house do yesterday, Hug?
During fast markets, we had a 1 loser, 2 wins.
Oh, nice.
And then we took a gold trade later on.
Ooh.
House trade. The house trade that I was trading was up about 140 bucks. There were a couple other losses though.
Okay. Down 4. All right, down 470 yesterday. Gotcha. Thank you, Gabe.
Yep, down
Good,
470. Yep, that's right.
Keeping it light on a holiday trade.
This doesn't look good, actually. I mean, I think if we keep going lower like this, I think we are heading to 21,530.
Oh, wow.
That might have been.
Yeah, it is.
Is that the one, Dakota?
I think this was the one, Andre. I think this could be about each one of those longs. I was up 15 points in each one of them, and then it turned around and stopped me out. But we did get down towards this 670s, and we'll see. We'll see if this was it.
Yeah, about 30-point bounce there in the NASDAQ. Like Hogan and I were talking about, it's a little bit of light holiday trade. So it's local on locals, retail on retail trading right now. And anything can happen. So that being said, I did take a quick peek at the calendar. Nothing really jumped off the page at me, but my man Eddie's got a better look at it. Eddie, what do we got for eco numbers today?
Beep, 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 beep. 42 minutes. We got natural gas storage. 10 o'clock, top of the hour. Yes, that crude oil inventories. I've been waiting all week for that one. And also, really not much after that, coming all the way down to 12 o'clock with our Dusty Baker, Howard Hughes oil rig count. Back to you, Andre.
Thank you, Eddie. Here, about 8-point bounce. Here they are.
Yeah, this I think that was it. Buy a pullback. That's what this is. I think right now might be a little bit. Third time was the charm.
I mean, I don't trust those buyers. At least, I don't know. So 750, maybe if they go higher than 750, then we have a higher high.
Well, no weakness in sight in the Dow. Dow continues to rally. Dow's up about 200 points off the lows and continue to push higher. Actually, it's closer to the highs. It's about 30 points off the highs. Seeing the bounce in the NASDAQ and a bounce in the S&Ps. S&P is about 10 points off, 11 points off the highs. 60.52 last trade in the ES. Took to 735 last trade in the NASDAQ. Low of the day, 675.
Yes, right back into the opening range, Andre.
Yeah.
NASDAQ's a long way away from that.
Yeah, we just might get a 3-bar reversal here on the NASDAQ. Cross above 740.
Yeah.
Take a look at the tilts. Got 72% long, 72% long in the NASDAQ, and 71% long in the ES.
If NASDAQ sells off back down to the 716, 715, that's going to be the long area I'm looking for.
716s, okay.
Maybe 711.
I've already got a bid in at 706.
Okay.
House has
when the market goes, it's going to be good at keeping us out, though. That is the thing. If it does start to rally and reverse, it's going to keep us out.
716s.
Yeah, 716s. 716s to 720. It's a zone. I'm going to jump in one right now.
All right, we are too.
Okay, what price do we get? Dakota in the house.
733 and a quarter.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and add up to 5 right here in these closer to 20.
House long 2 now.
Okay.
Looking at CYA, the low of the day.
Okay.
Correct. Yep, correct.
All right. How long 2?
Added right there at 15.
Are you long 2 or 3, Dakota?
5. 5 now.
You're long 5. You got your 5 in it. Sweet.
Got my 5.
Okay. What price?
Average 722. Looking for this to break above 740s for that 3-bar reversal confirmation.
We're 726 in the orders is our entry level. We're long 2. House is long 2.
Oh, 726 and a quarter. Cool. Last trade 711, 712s now. 16.
I would add as it goes in our favor if we're going to add. If we break above 720, 720 is that pivot.
$60.48 last trade in the ES.
Finding support at 710s now.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to break above 720.
$720s.
There
we go.
There it is.
720s, 725. So let's go.
Yep, 720s.
Now
Okay, here we go.
trade.
Let's see if we could go through these 40s. Looking for a run up to 780s.
Buyer stepping in well. And 40s trade. 740s trade. 742s, 44s.
Nice. Nice catch.
VWAP. 746.
Yeah, CYA can now be 6. I'd say 697, 697, and then we could trail this. We could trail this if buyers could gain momentum. Now that we got the start of a 3-bar reversal, let's see if we could find any continuation to the long side.
That push did get up in the 40s. 725 trade. See the market consolidates right around here. But we want to take it higher.
House count is long, right?
Yes. Two from 726. 726 and the orders. Thank you, Hogue.
Yep.
Dow very strong.
So what is your target, Dakota? Are you thinking to
780s for my first target. 780s.
Yeah.
780s. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing on the tilt. Yeah. Well, I guess NASDAQ. Eddie, what do we got over there? I'm seeing.
Having trouble at that
Really
80
not.
VWAP off the
73%
opening
longer.
bar. That's
NASDAQ.
745. Got to get above that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
750 I
740.
said. And I think 750 is for me, I think 750 is the last fair value gap is not filled yet. So if they fill it and keep going up, then I think it is looking better, but yeah, more bullish.
More bullish.
However, as long as we are below 750, I think the market will keep trying to go there.
An ad would be above 726. Oh, we just broke through that. The next ad could be above 741. I don't know if we're looking to add to this build as it starts to break these highs on a smaller time frame, smaller frame. Looking at these little these pivots, right? Looking as if this market wants to start to break through this, then definitely opportunities to add and build a position. If not, then obviously our stop loss is going to be below this main pivot.
We have an inverted head and shoulders. I mean, it should show some momentum above that head and shoulders, but we didn't so far. So still the break of this neckline. So yeah, it's 745, 750. We break above it, then it will start to complete this pattern.
We're out.
Yep, we're out. That's
so heavy. It's heavy.
Thought we had it there. Who said ES needs to clear 6,055, 6,055? We're in the clear. Mohan want to see 750s. We'd be in the clear.
Yeah, we didn't hold above those 740.
Yeah, I tried to go short and also failed. Behind the scene here, I tried to sell this signal, but the market stopped me out at this high and continue. So we can be long and short, and we can both lose. So sometimes
you got stopped out on that little push above 40, huh? 740.
That's trading.
I see that.
And that was anchored VWAP on the 3-minute bar, or the 5-minute bar was actually right there. On the 3-minute, it was 46 and a quarter.
So if we break back above, if the setup is still valid, if we could break back above 708.
708. I don't know. I lost faith on buyers. I would concentrate looking for shorts.
The buyers are wood today.
Well, yeah, they are plastic today. Today.
Oh, even worse, Mohammed.
I mean,
yeah,
it's a perspective. The last little while, we found some buyers. I mean, that was a nice little rally that we tried to catch, obviously. But if we could break above 708, this trade becomes valid again. And I'm for taking every valid trade I see in every setup.
Yeah, I see this as at least a range, working in the range. So yeah, maybe we can buy this low and sell this high until we see stronger buyers to continue. I don't expect continuation until we go above 750.
Okay, we broke through 708. 708.
Right. Do we like this?
Well, of course I do, Hogue. I do.
Are you in it?
I am, actually. I am. CYA's at 672. CYA's at 672.
All right, we're in it now, too.
Long from what price do we get? Thank you.
711 and a quarter.
Okay. 1,007, 11.25.
CYA?
CYA's at 672. 672. Yep. And then I'm going to look to add if we could break back above 713. 713 is my next add.
Hey, we have 5,000 people watching right now. Thank you very much. Happy holidays. From us to you as New Year approaches. It's that weird time on the calendar. Between Christmas and New Year's is time. It's just a time warp, like I was saying in the green room for a lot of people. Folks said a lot of traders are off this week, but thank you for joining us, hanging out, or trading, either one. Keep a like, keep it tight. Click like, click subscribe. Give us a follow as well, if you'd be so kind.
Okay, we need to get above 713 for an ad.
Got to stop in there waiting for it.
Lucky Cat in the chat says, I'm staying out of this and waiting for clear direction, and I don't need to be the first in a move. That's quite reasonable.
Like that.
Nothing wrong with that.
It is Friday, and
especially within this range.
Mm-hmm.
We are in a range. Down there could be a nice buying area. We could see traps above and selling the high, buying the low is the game for now. Otherwise, stay away.
Dakota, update your position, please, for the board when you get a chance.
Yeah, I'm long 5 NQ, 5 NASDAQ. Yep.
Yeah.
5 NASDAQ. Average price 696.
Okay.
Looking to add if we could break above 713. 713. We haven't broke above it.
Yes. 713 is my stop for my short. So we are in sync.
We're going to try to figure out to do this. NASDAQ, I'm talking 21,700. We're just chopping around the 700s right now. Dow kind of consolidated a little bit there. Last trade, the Dow 43,000 through 550. 550 last trade in the Dow Jones Mini. Tilt evened out. ES just put some new lows.
Took my target for the short, second target for the short, and trailing my stop now.
John Muhammad. Okay.
Trailing the stop. I took another 5.
More sellers coming
in. Stop at 674 now. Just trailing this beast.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a big flush. New lows.
Incoming.
Short stop 662.
I was locking in profits.
656. I was short 30 micros. I took 20. And keep trailing.
Look at this.
Go.
Wow.
I have 540s. 540s is next for me.
Holy
but yeah, this thing could get over. That was the last support. That was the last support, and we just smashed through it.
All right, more selling coming off here in
640,
40,
640 stop, and 641.25 my stop to lock in another 1,300.
Some micros. Well, how much trading the micros? Look at that. New lows made in the NASDAQ, 21,615. 615. We were just trading above 700. It's about a 80-point dump right there.
You have a target, Mo? I see 550, 540s coming.
Yeah, I see 540, 550. Yeah, this is this area. It's a demand area. It could be a nice long as well. This area.
540.
Yeah, 540.
Yeah, 540 to 550. You know, it's a zone. It's not
pretty much your next level, right, Dakota?
Yeah,
and I'm out for now.
My next level. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything. That was the last any area of support that I was looking for was right where we were long. And yeah, we just smashed through that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just a trade where I just follow my process. I see confirmation signal from sellers, this area, another signal, consecutive signals before the quick flush. So here the buyers tried to take the control. They failed. And then a strong red candle at this area where I did put my stop at 613. So I took that short. That was my risk, only 14 points. And we ended up with an exit around 57 points. And it took me out and continue, so you will not be satisfied in this market.
Nice trade.
Nice trade. Beautiful. It doesn't look like it's done either.
No,
600.
Dakota does.
Well,
Yeah. Wow. It looks, there's more selling coming in here. New lows just put in the ES 6027. NASDAQ closing on those 600s, 21,604. New lows in the NASDAQ, about 15 points off those lows right now. Oh no, we in trouble.
So let's determine together the next demand area. So we'll go here to this area where the buyers took control at this area. So to be exact, come on, chart move. So that was the intersection. So it is 21,533. 21,533.
yeah, I have that zone. It's basically from the 30s to basically 560, 530. That's the zone that I mean, it's hands off now. Like now, it's just there's nothing. There's nothing from 680 all the way down to 530s, 550s.
Unless we have a what about if we have a pullback to the 640, 650, and another push down to that area?
Thank you, Jay.
It depends on the structure. For me, those were that was the only thing. I mean, the sad thing is, I would do this again over and over, unfortunately, in a market like this. But yeah, you never know when we're going to see 1-2% down in a day, and I buy at support. That was it. That was the support. You could see it. A lot of people were trying to buy there as well. And as soon as we started to break through, that was it. And here we go, smashing through these 600s.
Ooh,
there's the 560. 560's
already there.
Hey, we got Russell just
right.
falling out of bed here. Same thing with the Dow. Big sellers here, strong.
Dakota, that bear looking over your shoulder was right.
That bear, yeah. Funny you put that out. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
You do.
Forgot about that one.
Hey, my man Jay, Coach Jay, just slacked me 21,560. Oh, we just hit it. 567 is down 2%. Down 2%. 567s. We're at the lower days. 566 we're about 40 points off of those 2% now.
And we just got to the top of that zone. Immediately bounced 50 points.
I'm looking for a short now. It's coming to the zone. To the moving averages. Strong grid candle. It's an entry setup. Strong grid candle. If we see strong grid candle, I will take it with a stop at the top of the candle. Not strong enough. I will wait.
We're looking to sell into strength. Sell pop.
A nice failed downside auction possibility here in gold. We're late to the party, though.
I'm short. I'm short with a stop at 519. 519. Same setup. My short at 595. Looking for a target.
Same setup. Yep.
565. 565.
Seeing crude finally coming off its tops.
Yeah. Crude about 30 cents off the highs there. Thank you, Eddie. $70.26. That's trade in the crude. Mohammed looking to sell into strength.
$35.
You're short, Mohammed?
I'm short 595.50. Stop 619. So that's about 20. Is it what? 25 points, 24 points. Target 565. That's 30 points.
565 downside. Yep, that'd be new lows on the day as well. 565 would be new lows on the day. Mohammed,
yeah,
I see you're trading your practice account. Is this just to get yourself back on track for your trading?
Yeah, and December looks like it's not a good month for me. So keep doing the practice.
Yes.
Keep practicing the process. I did some combine. I passed them already. So I want to keep practicing in the practice account.
Smart. Especially with it being the end of the year.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough December, actually. It's
It's the Crumpus Dumpus.
And we are stopped out.
No Santa rally here today.
What's up with that? Santa rally. This is when it's supposed to happen. If Tuckman joined, just I'll ask him, hey, where's Santa Claus today? If Tuckman's in today, we'll ask him, see what he's talking about, what he's thinking today.
Still nothing on my end. 3-bar reversal is not till 6:30:31, but that's quite the wide five bar 5 candlestick. It's from 5.
Yeah, look at that wick.
All the way up 6:30. Yeah. That's pretty wide. 65 points.
I will be short again. So that wick took me out of my short. Yeah, it's annoying. This is what NQ likes to do.
Oh, no, someone in chat was being annoying. They're going to get muted because they've just been annoying the entire day. There's like anti-fun today.
What?
Yeah, okay. So I'm short again. Same level, short again. With a stop at 33 this time. And let's see how the target will go. Will be...
Oh, okay. I see, Andre.
21,587. Last trade. More sellers coming in here. There's just selling in these pops, selling in little bounces.
Yeah.
Yeah, target now is 548.
Russell new low.
Russell new low. Yep, everything's turning around. A lot of red. Whole lot of red on the screen. 60-20, 2 points off the lows in the ES.
I really don't mind anybody like that, Andre. Those,
what's that?
I mean, that's what they get when you show them real trading. Is like, oh wow, you.
Oh, it wasn't just that. That individual's just been annoying for about the last, I don't know, 8 weeks.
Oh, really? No, that's a different story. That's different
Mount Rushmore.
story.
If you want to put the Mount Rushmore of annoying people up there, that's Mount Rushmore right there. 60-17 last trade. 16 new lows coming in here.
CL
as long as
they would have been Santa fiber cookies.
Santa, yeah.
As long as they click the like buttons, they can say whatever they want.
Absolutely. Thank you for clicking in.
Just click the like buttons and fine. We are the worst trader. Okay, just click the like button, please.
Just click the like button. Thank you,
Otherwise, why are here?
Don't cry.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
We got the push into those 50s.
We did.
Question is, will we see those 30s?
48. Yeah, I think we'll see it. Still my short, the other short, the first one was a loss. And here we lose in the market, like everybody. So we took a loss, market wick me out here, and then give me another signal. So I enter short again and waiting for the target at 548.75.
Charles asks, any news? No news. Yeah, no news right now.
No.
It's Friday. Last Friday of the year.
Friday, and it's thin. Oh, yeah. Hey, there you go. I like that.
Yeah, last Friday.
Last Friday of the year, Mohammed. My goodness. Big 2025 coming up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
5,100 people, over 5,000 people watching us across the globe right now. Thank you very much for joining us. Markets are still selling off. Yeah.
When's it going back to VWAP? That's what I want to know.
We're all waiting for it.
A long day.
Yes,
Once
we're about
everyone
200
starts to get exhausted.
Uh-huh.
No 3-bar reversal ever since we started trying to buy it up there in those 740s. It's nothing. Still straight down.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ed in the chat says, "Love when you beg for likes." I don't know if we're begging. We're asking nicely. That's what I would call it. If you feel a tug on your pants, Ed, then we're begging.
We're just having fun, man.
Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor.
There is another button. There is another button. Dislike. Be my guest. Click it. I mean, you can.
If you can
Hey,
find
George, what's up?
I'm not forcing to do anything. We are nicely asking you if you like the show. Click like. If you don't,
man,
do nothing. If you insist, click dislike. That will not kill us.
Thank you, Mohammed. People are
Jay says we're going back to VWAP at 2:00.
Oh, okay. That'll be power hour. I think we got the reversal.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my target at 548, I would take 5 out of 15, and then I will reverse at 533.75. I will take the rest of the target and reverse. Because I have the setup is saying that, so I will do it.
Other selling. Keep selling. And a couple ticks off the lows in the ES. That would be 60.13. 60 new lows put in right there. New lows coming. Huh.
Hey, Andre.
Hey,
by any
Eddie.
chance, is today a national troll holiday?
A lot of coal in the
I think
stockings,
it's
apparently. A lot of people got coal in their stocking. They're taking it out on us.
What's the price of coal now? I don't know.
It's the Crumpus.
The Crumpus
The
Dumpus.
Crumpus.
Yeah.
The Crumpians coming out.
Were there negative trolls in the
Los.
pits? No, there was no negative trolls in the pits. We dealt with accordingly in the pits.
They were all negative trolls.
Yeah, it was. Oh, shoot.
Nice trade.
JD. Shoot. Hey, bring JD in here. My bad, JD. Bring JD in here. We got some P&Ls. Come on in.
New low.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, come on in.
Hey,
What's
buddy.
up, JD?
I'm here,
what's
I'm
going
here.
off here? Everyone's
What's up?
flat, though. You guys do
So
good trade.
we can try something if you guys want, and this would be buying this level of support into having. Yeah, this is a trade setup. This is actually a decent trade setup. What's your thoughts on this, Mohammed? Is if we buy as we get down here into these if we could get into these 530s, where we could buy in 530s, have a stop at, let's say, like 507.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at 505 as a stop in this one.
Okay.
But if we get stopped out, I think we can try again. So I am long now after that short. Long stop
I
at.
agree with longs here in the 30s. Yes, I do agree.
Yeah.
So this is one where I don't wait for a 3-bar reversal. Or I wouldn't wait for price action. It's just buy because price.
Are
is
we
at
long
530.
now?
I would say this is a house account trade. Yeah, buy in the support zone, and then stop.
Okay,
Is
we're long one.
what do you say?
500.
Stand by, JD. Stand by, JD.
500.
Yeah, let's say 499. Just for
That's where the CYA is.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
okay with anything around there. My final one is like, yeah, I would continue to add to this too. I would add. I would sit here and build a position at this level of support in these 520s, 530s.
Yeah.
And the
If we
CYA
break the 500, we are wrong, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the CYA?
I'd be adding.
Folks, you got to remember.
CYA 490s, right? That's what you're seeing, Mohammed. 495 for 5.
499. I mean, it should be 515 actually. Let's just give him 10 points extra. I think 499 is more than enough.
Okay, and I'm looking to add if we break above 538, 538 and a half, 538 and a half, and now this is where it's okay. I'm in a position add on any price action where we see bullish market structure, reversals, anything in this zone. So
if we get a quick bounce to 570, 571, I think we just take some profit. Because it could be the same previous buyer's tries, only 20, 30 points and looking for a low.
Yeah, 570s, 580s. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 570, 580s. Right now it'd be an ad above 535. 535 as
Stand
an
by,
ad.
JD. Stand by.
You know, folks, you got to remember Dakota number 2 in the live trader ranking, and Mohammed's 205 in the XFA trader ranking. So I mean, this is, you know, they're doing much better than they're doing, more than they're doing worse here. So
yeah, and guess what? Sometimes we don't trade well because we are human.
Yeah.
You cannot do the same. You cannot
a lot of times.
Yeah. Because you don't control the result of a trade. You don't. But we follow our process better than maybe many people. The result, we don't have it. It's not in our hands. We do our best and hope for the best.
Okay.
And we are ready. If we are wrong.
Ads there at 535.
Long 2 now. House.
And then an ad again if we could break above 539.
What price is the house long from? Oh, only 2 NASDAQ. 21,000.
The house is long.
Let's see. This is
975.
Thank you. 529.75. JD's waiting by for some P&L. What's up, JD? I see you back there.
Yeah. We are building support here, obviously. If we market stay above 540, that will give us confirmation.
Order filled.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I'm liking this. I'm
yeah.
As a buyer, I'm really liking this. This is one where
long 3.
Yeah, looking for these 580
right now.
Thank you.
570s, 580s.
Yes. 570s, 580s. Let's take some.
Yep. CYA now at 510. CYA at 510. We could hold this thing. This could be a big trade. This could be a really big trade, Hogue. Mohammed. This could be it.
Come on, Santa.
Let's see if we could find some buyers above it and hold.
Yeah, we can go to 620.
Yes, that's where I was looking at next. It's where we can pull contracts off at those 570s, 580s, and then hold one to 620s and just trail it.
Yep. Let's stay above 40 now. For now, let's stay above 40 to make sure that we are building higher highs in my time frame. So we are building higher highs.
We are. Yep. We just broke through 52s. If we could break through 61.
Yep.
Which now we're starting to break these highs. Now it's starting to build some nice higher lows and higher highs on the 100 tick.
I've got an offer for one at 571 half and another offer for one at 580 and a quarter, which leaves one for a runner.
Okay.
I would move them up.
Nice.
Well, it's we're already there. We're already there.
80.
We're already there.
If you took the 70,
you want me to
make it at 600. 600.
Yeah, let's keep increasing our target. We're getting a 3-bar reversal confirmation above 81. We just got
We're
that.
long 1 now.
I would make the stop 536.
Oh.
536. I don't want to see the price back there again.
That would be nice. I was calling along from 533 last trade, 600s, 21,600.
Yeah, see a nice 600, 620s, nice and I'm gonna say we could have that runner on for
all day.
The rest of Andre.
All day,
That's kind of what I'm thinking. We could see maybe a retest of those 680s.
676 is anchored VWAP.
What's anchored VWAP?
676.
Okay.
By the time we get there, it'll probably be 680, like you said.
That would be nice. All right, guys. All right, sit tight. Let us know if anything changes. We got to bring in JD. Let's get some P&Ls in here. JD, if you're good to go, I'm good to go. What's up, buddy? Happy Friday, man.
Happy Friday. What's up, guys? Let's burn through these. We got a trade on. I don't want to take you away from the markets too long. Here are yesterday's top 5 live funded P&Ls.
What did they do yesterday?
There we go. Scott K, number 18 on the big board, 18,331, trading the NASDAQ. Yusuf, number 9 on the big board, made about 3,300 trading the NQ and another 5,800 trading the ES, 9,112 or 113 total for Yusuf. Then we've got Jonathan K, number 21 on the big board, $6,500, 6,551 trading the NASDAQ. Joseph, number 11 on the big board, 62.88 trading the NQ, and Omar, number 104 on the big board, just about $5,200 trading the NASDAQ. So we got 4 traders in the top 25 and another trader making his way up. There are your live funded P&Ls from yesterday.
Thank you, JD. Big money.
Nice.
Hey, if you're trading the Widowmaker, you got about 5 minutes here. Natural gas number here, 9:30 Central Time. I'll be watching that. And top of the hour, don't forget crude number, EIA.
Big live P&Ls we put up day after Christmas.
Hope, did we take another contract at the 600?
Yeah, I think we're only long one now as a runner.
I think you're mute, Hope.
Rolling long
$5
one right now.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. So CYA, where?
535, as you said.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yep. 535, 534.
Nice. Couple ticks above point of entry price. Nothing on
If I wasn't in one, if we weren't in a long, I'd be looking to get long now. I'd be looking to get long again here at these 50s at a break above 63. And I'll be sitting here adding and going through and building a position right back up for a run up to those 620s.
We could add another one.
With the same stop? Same stop loss, Dakota?
Yeah, it'd be the same thing. It would be the same thing. So it could be something as simple as add if we break above 575. 575.
Yeah. And what helped us that we already took some profit at 600, so that give us, the right, let's say, to add to our position right now.
Gives us a little bit of cushion here. Very nice. 575 last trade. Looking to add.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Not yet. We haven't broke above it yet.
$550 is not trade. About 20-point sell there. Keep an eye on this Dow. Dow is looking heavy as well. Dow's sitting at the lows, 43,280. 280 last trade in the Dow.
Yeah.
A couple points off the lows.
When I look to the daily chart of NASDAQ, it's so horrible. It's so scary,
What? Wait, what are you seeing? What are you seeing?
Look at the daily. Yeah, you can see the daily. We have a strong. Delete everything. Oh, yeah, you have a strong candles. It's the 3-bar reversal for Dakota actually in the daily.
For the daily.
Yeah. So let's be realistic. I'm not so optimistic about this trade, especially. We had our profit taking nicely at the 600 at 570. If the market goes beyond 575, we can add. If not, we are happy to exit at our point of entry.
Okay.
It was a nice try, nice trade. If we add at 575,
I
would trade the stop to. Yeah, but if we break the 575, I think we can take our stop loss or CYA to 545.
Correct. Yep, I agree with you on that one.
545?
Yep.
Be locking in profit.
Yeah, if we could break up and
this is in profit right now.
Yeah, I would like to see stop run here below the 545 now, and then jump. Now you can put your stop freely here. There are a lot of buyers that are looking to buy this low, so maybe the sellers will, maybe the sellers will not satisfy them. They will just weak hands buyers will be out before the big move.
Still looking to buy one above 575?
Correct. For me, yes.
Yep.
You got to stop
Yeah,
to
I
buy
agree.
one at 576.25.
570.
Hey, Dakota, why that level? What do you see at that level?
So are you talking about 576 or are you talking about why this trade in general?
You're 575, 576.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of resistance zone over here on like a 100 tick chart, for example, a smaller one where we came resistance. I mean, I could even make an argument to say buy if we break above 67, 66 and a half, and just looking to add to a trade as it goes in the direction we want it to. And so not adding as it's going against us, but adding as we start to break through these areas of resistance. And right now there's a major one at 66, 67 zone, and then the other one up here at like 75. To where those are good areas, like Hoag's doing, is using a buy stop, meaning you'll get in as the market goes up.
Right.
Like jumping on the train, it's moving.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, and it also helps keep you out of bad trades. For example, like if this market does continue to sell off, we're not going to be in it. We're not going to be adding to this market going against us.
Let's see this trap.
I'll make a new low.
Let's see if this is a trap. If this is a trap, the market should jump from here. If not, this is a true move.
Stop really tight here. It almost got us.
You're looking at this as a run some stops and then bounce.
5.25 is where the stop is.
Yeah, I think the stop should be this area below 546 running stop, and if we jump from there, that will have a nice add here again.
Okay.
Because now the weak hands buyers should be out.
I would say add above 54. 54 now would be my add.
Our stop is really close. 35.25.
Fine.
Yeah, that's
okay.
I'm fine.
Where are we moving our stop to get in? 50, 55.
Stop. Call it stop.
Oh, the CY.
Stop calling it stop.
We had natural gas storage coming in at negative 93 billion cubic feet here. They were looking at a previous here of a 125.
Yeah.
Coming up here top of the hour.
This is not
crude oil.
This is not a stop run.
We're flat.
This is not a stop run. Yeah, this is not a stop run for me. It's not a stop run. It's not a trap. It's a true move looking for the low. So let's be happy of whatever we got from this long.
Yeah, what did we get out of that trade? That was 50 points.
Yeah. It halved our loss on the day, pretty much.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Yeah, from the 30 to the 600. Come on, it's 70 points.
30 to 600s indeed.
That is 70 points.
522s. Keep an eye on the S&Ps, the ES right now. Just broke beneath 6,000. Just broke beneath 6,000. 59.99 low of the day.
And we wonder why our stop is tight. This is why.
Yes, Mohammed.
And so I'm going to look to set up the same trade.
I wonder if the reason we're tanking to this level is the fact that the longer time frame buyers aren't here to pick up the bargains.
I think you might be onto something, Hogue. This is an orderly, light volume sell-off. This is just locals taking a lower, or actually longs just puking and taking a lower, perhaps.
Little of both, probably, right?
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense, Hogue.
Yeah, I think we are going to go to 477. 477 because they are not holding. They are not holding this area, obviously, so far.
Not yet.
So maybe we can find a short. Yeah, not yet. It's still valid, as you said. I find it difficult to buy it. It's asking for trouble.
I think Hoag's on to something right now. The retail rinse, sometimes called locals on locals.
I think we could set that.
I will try a
trade up. I think we get back up to those 600s.
What I see, the buyers couldn't confirm their control. They just lost it. And the sellers are taking the control and they are confirming it as we speak.
A failed downside auction in the NASDAQ for the time being.
We do. Okay. Low in the NASDAQ, 21,507. 507 low of the day.
Okay, there's a trade now. Is going to be buy if we could break above 34.
Mm-hmm. So that will confirm my short trade with a stop at 34. But I need to see a trigger below 21. I want to see a trigger below
504. CYA 504. And add a 542. 542 is going to be an add, and I think we could try and find some support here. This is the exact same trade. This is the exact same trade. If we could break 542, it's add.
It took a peek.
Yeah.
537 is actually took a peek for a split second. It looked above 42. It came right back. Like build legs, grow legs, as MP would say.
That's
growing legs.
I see
growing legs.
Mohammed's not convinced.
Yeah, I think this is.
Yeah, I know it's a tough trade. It's a tough trade. It is, but I don't mind these tough trades.
Yeah, trigger for short at 529. 529 trigger for a short with a stop at 44.
$21,536 last trade. About 30 points off the lows in the NASDAQ.
Nothing. Just bought another one at 44. Average price.
I like it.
39.
No trigger for me. No short for me yet.
Yep.
Do NASDAQ for 539. 539 half, call it.
I like to keep adding every time we break these little pivots. 44 and a half. The next one's 44 and a half. CYA's at what, 504?
What were you going to say?
Yes.
Nothing.
$533 on the tilt. We got nothing really. 70% short crude oil right now.
I hope this price action continues all day and maybe into the reversal challenge, Andre.
Oh boy. Are you doing? Who's on the reversal challenge today? Are you in there, Dakota?
I am. I'm going to be on later.
Oh man, Dakota, the reigning champ, back to defend his belt.
Double every 15 minutes. Double the position.
I know, Mohammed.
Here we go. Here's Fire stepping in.
Nice.
This is your ad again here, isn't it?
Yeah. Right here at these 40s, 44, 45 is
long three now.
Long three.
Okay, now see if we could do that same market structure. Let's see what happens here. Let's do it. CYA is the same.
Yeah,
CYA is 504. If this thing just fails, we want to just be out of it.
Yeah, sellers are trying and failing so far. So if I see them succeeding, I will let you know. They're still failing.
Okay.
Yeah. Looking at the risk side, looking at the risk areas to manage risk right now. If we do start to break up.
21, do you see 20 as a stop?
541 quarter.
541 quarter. Thank you, Og. I was got long three from 541.25.
Again, they are failing. One more time. 1, 2, 3 times. Sellers are trying and fail at this zone.
50 is going to be the next spot. 50, 550. If we could break above 550.
Let's do it. We are seeing a
There we
little bit
go.
of consolidation.
Holding above 550 is going to be in. Yeah, this is kind of that area that was trying to hold earlier. This nice level that was support and resistance, right? It was support, resistance. We're coming up. We're testing it again. It's becoming resistance now. And if we could break through this, then it could be another run up to 600. So this is what I'm looking for.
I see 61.75. 61.75 could be a strong resistance as well.
There we go.
61.75.
Let's hold this. Let's hold this.
Nice.
CYA could be now at, say, 520, 520.
Come on.
CYA 519.5.
Okay. Okay, that 5-minute candlestick just closed. I want to see us break 61. 61 is going to be very important if we could break above it.
Preemptive failed downside auction long here as well.
Okay. Consolidating right now. Starting to see some longs come back in on the tilt. 64%, 65% long NASDAQ is growing.
This is a strong entry setup for short. Let's hope it failed.
Like, crude is selling off. Well, crude did top out at $7.58. So we're about 40 cents off the highs there. Man, still 5,100 people watching. Click like, click subscribe one more time. Yes, we're begging for likes around here.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're not gonna feed us.
They failed 4 times.
We need to be very slow at taking profits here. Very slow on taking profits. So CYA now at 34. CYA at 34. CYA at 34. Be very slow at taking profits. This thing could just take off.
Yeah.
This thing could just take off. We could just keep
take
going
one at
and
600. I mean, at 600.
Yeah, I'd be okay with 600s.
Pick one at least.
One
Nice.
working at 599.5.
One for the rally, Hogue. Gotta sell one for the rally.
Yep.
Let's see if we can turn the sucker up.
Okay. Hold these two then. Hold these last two passed into 620s.
We'll call it a double runner.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
get it.
Yeah,
How about two?
maybe 630.
Double bottom today. This could be the double bottom for the day. It possibly could. CYA is now at 534, and
yes,
just go.
Yeah, this could be a very good trade if we could continue to make these higher lows.
Long starting to pile back in here on the tilt.
If we clear the 600, I see 683, Dakota. 683. This is double bottom formation.
Yeah, I can see
the double bottom formation. The target should be 683.
Yeah, I can see that if we could get to these upper 620s to take another contract off for profit, and then hold that last one for a runner.
Yeah, if this is a double bottom formation, this is the double bottom. If we clear the 600, that's the big F. Then I think we can trail it until the 680s.
We closed one out at 590s, right?
99.5. He was working 99.5. There's Hogue. Hogue, we still working 99.5. Did we get him?
Not 580s, I think, was the one we took off.
Okay.
So nice 40-point banger right on that contract.
Yep. Well, downside auction.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're finding support. We found support at those 70s, back into these 80s. Here we go. I think we could just hold this as a runner.
Actually, we didn't take
one
one off. This is the first out. We're still long 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
NASDAQ 75% long here. S&P 72% long. Russell and Dow, we got some buyers back here again.
I would move that. Oh, that's the first one, huh? $5.99. $5.99. Okay, that's the very first take profit.
Yes.
If we get to $5.99, we're going to be getting to probably
610.
600s. Yeah, 610. I can see us getting to 610 if we get to $5.99.
What was talking about?
Maybe we can just get out at the ask, Hogue.
Yeah.
All right. We 10%ed that sucker. We're long too.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's hold these two and let's see if we could break through. We're holding it now instead of immediate rejection. So we found some support right there at these 570s. And it's looking pretty, what do we call it? Symmetrical, right? There's nice supports on our way down here at the 560s, 570s. And, it would make sense that if we do end up starting to go up, we want to see that support become support again. And so now I want to see us break through this. Break through this would be a confirmed double bottom here, right? On the daily, you can see the daily chart or the 5-minute chart on a little bit of a higher time frame, maybe a double bottom if we can break through these 600s.
Here we go.
And
here we go.
Rally.
Yep.
Stop 60. Stop at 60s or?
Yeah, 560 for the CYA.
$20,600. We just took a peek above.
Yeah. Fine. We can test the 590.
Sold one for the rally, Andre.
I like it, man. The market thinks we're short. 77% long, almost 79% long in the NASDAQ. Market thinks we're short. Ha, fooled them. Let's see if we can go now. Gotta get above these 600. 600s, if look at the 5-minute range, we are seeing a little bit of resistance above these at these 600 level. We can pop this.
That rejection is.
Yeah. Pop this thing.
Yeah, we got to 605 and immediately rejected back down to these 580s, 570s. I'm still fine with it. Nothing's changed. This is really nice.
Yep. I think let's get out here so we can buy it down there. Because if we break the 560, I think we have a chance to buy it at 533 again. I see the 533 as a nice area.
You want to buy the 530?
Is at 560 already.
Yeah.
Locking a profit.
Because it is a range. I'm buying the low, selling the highs. It's not a breakout. We don't see a breakout.
All right. 560 stop was hit. We're flat.
All right.
Okay.
House account now positive $67.
Nice turnaround. I was what was the low watermark there, Hogue? What were we down at one point? Down over
minus 33.65.
All right. Nice comeback. Only an hour into this trade. We got 5 hours left here.
Andre, I wish I could have said that last night on the Monday Night Football.
Oh, boy.
Dakota said no change. I'm like, hey, that reminds me of last night's Monday Night Football.
Oh, Eddie. Yeah.
Did you know that the over and under was 42.5?
What if it was 9.5? If it was 9.5, the under would have hit.
Seattle Mariners versus the Chicago White Sox last night.
Oh, my gosh.
Mariners won 6-3. Yeah. Coming to the end of the season there, Dakota.
We got, what was that, Eddie?
We are coming to the end of the season. We will be at Lambeau soon.
Yeah, I know. Do you want to just put it all on this next game, Bears versus Green Bay? I would do that, Eddie, for you.
Oh, man, I love you, brother. All right. Yeah. The works.
Okay.
Let's
there we go. Everything's going to ride on Green Bay versus Bears.
Oh, I think you're good.
All in.
I think you're okay.
Yeah, I think we can buy the breakout now. We can buy the breakout.
Well, we got stopped out? Or we got flat, huh?
Yeah, we did.
What was the stop?
I think
60?
60, and it goes to 58.
Okay,
so
okay.
I see a long signal right now. Long signal with the stop at 56. So
all right. Well, we're long.
You can jump into one. 558.
558.
Yes.
Are we going to get to 50 locks? Can we get to 50 locks?
Long one.
Dakota. We gotta get about these 600s. Gotta get into the 600s. Gotta get there and stay.
595, long one.
595, thank you. Plus one NQ from 21,595.
Hey, I asked permission to buy 50.
I heard that under your breath. I heard you muttering 50 over there.
Hey, if we want to get to 50, this is a 50 banger in my opinion. It is.
Wow.
This is this is a setup that you don't see very often.
Let's see if we have the breakout. We need to go to
just clipping 10. 76% long NASDAQ, 74% long ES.
And by the way, it was Thursday night football. I said Monday night. My bad.
Oh.
It was synthetic Monday night football.
Oh, jeez.
Like I said, it's the time warp.
Eat it.
how to add one at 84, 584. Add one at 584.
Really?
Trying to go big here.
Yeah.
Going to be seeing vibes here.
The order is in.
ES tested 6020.
We're long two now.
Long two.
Nice.
Got a breakout.
Look at this.
NASDAQ, 76%
Look at this.
long.
584.
I have 89.5.
Yes, 75%.
I want to get into a
Tilt.
huge position here.
Dakota's very, very long, very bullish.
Yeah, I don't see this setup very often, Andre. This
Okay.
is
We'll
where
talk about
I'd
the
love
setup then.
like these 30s, 40s, 50s, and building up is where we're down quite a bit today. It's been a really big sell-off for no like exact reason, right? Like there's no news, and we found some supporters. We found a double bottom and a break above these 600s.
Don't forget the failed downside auction.
Looking so, I don't know if juicy is the word, but statistics. I'm thinking in terms of statistics, not emotions. And I'm just like, statistically, I don't see this setup very often where we sell off, we come down to a very nice level of support, make a double bottom on that support. We have an opportunity to have a 3-bar or a double bottom confirmed if we could break and hold above these 600s. And yeah.
635, Hogue. Take one at 635. Prepare it. 635.
77% long NASDAQ.
Yeah, they're all piling in.
Maybe you can make it 631, maybe just
632 and a quarter is
long
where it is
NASDAQ.
right now.
Nice.
73% in the money with the NASDAQ longs.
Yeah, these longs, these bottom pickers are going to get paid. 1,602 last trade.
70% long here gold.
Bulls coming in from everywhere, coming out of the woodwork. The pit's all along the hoop. That's right. That's pretty much what it means.
Come on, buyers.
Auction gold too.
They're not going to make it easy, are they, Mohammed?
Yeah. They just want you to question yourself every candle.
Every tick, every tick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right. 610's Dakota, talk to us.
I'm over here drooling.
I know.
You could tell the sound of my voice. Like, well, down in those 30s, I'm just like, I want this. This is the trade. This is the trade. This is, and now, yeah, it's hard to say, right? Because now you have the power of hindsight, and you never know. Nothing's 100% because, maybe we do sell off back down to those 30s. But I mean, that was the trade for me. The trade. Can we say it? The trade of the year now? Is this the trade of the year?
That was the trade of the year. The
last trade of the year.
The second last.
Better late than never.
Year. That was the trade of the year. Okay, Dakota. Let's put a pin in there. I want you to talk about that setup once we get out of this trade. I also want to throw to JD. JD has a VIP update. I think we could kind of do it now if we are in the clear. JD, if you're back there, come on, let's do that. We can do the VIP update, and then I want Dakota to talk about the setup that he liked that was so juicy. So, JD, come on in for a VIP update. Hogue, we're long one or two?
Two.
Long two. Okay, great. JD, come on in for VIP. Come to the top of the hour here in about 7 minutes. JD, come on in. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? We're going to run through this real quick. We were supposed to have the head coach and the market makers here today. Wasn't able to make it, so we're just going to run through the leaderboard and maybe talk about one trader real quick. So here is the VIP leaderboard. Coach Jay's Lunatics taking over the lead in payouts. Total of 4 payouts worth $9,033 now. Coach Hoop's Pit Raiders close second place with 81.85 in payouts. Coach Jay's also taking the lead for trading combine pass rate. 65% pass rate in from the trading combine into the funded level account for Coach Jay's Lunatics. Nice job to all of those Lunatics that have passed through and taken payouts. That's it. Let's move on to Coach Vince's top 5. The top 5 market makers. No change on the list from last week. Richard C. still at the top, making a little more money, $34.51. 72% hit rate for Richard. Eligible for a payout. Still hasn't taken one. Richard, pay yourself a little dough before the end of the year. Tyler, Catolo, James, and Scott, all trading in XFAs. Scott made a nice comeback, too. He was down about $1,500 late last week. Down just about $500 now. So nice comeback for Scott, despite that that win rate, 13% winning trade rate, but still making a comeback. Now, that one trader I wanted to talk about real quick, Tyler. So Tyler has been in this funded account for 6 trading days, eligible for a payout. Actually took a payout of $650 just yesterday. Nothing like waiting to the last minute. Putting a little money in your pocket right at the end of the year. Everything else is looking good for this trader. 2-to-1 reward over risk. Keeping those winners bigger than the losers. 222 average winner, $110 average loser. Average daily P&L of $224. We just saw his balance. He's up $1,345 at the moment and a $650 payout yesterday. So great job to Tyler from Dallas, Oregon. There is your VIP update for today. Thanks for your time.
5 minutes remaining.
Thanks, JD.
Nice trade, by the way, guys.
Thanks, JD. Thank you. Yeah, so we're still long too. Average price $55.89 half. A little pullback on this 5-minute bar, but we still have an offer in at $6.32 for one of them. Stop currently at $5.57 Not sure if we can move that up just yet.
Not yet. Yeah, not yet. Let's if we touch 620, I think.
I know Andre's about to come back in. Dakota, I'd love to hear a little bit more about this trade setup you've been talking about.
Yeah, it's nothing. I made it maybe sound a lot more special than what it really was.
Trade of the year.
Trade of the year. Yeah, I was joking. It's almost next year, right? It's almost next year. But kind of what we've seen before. This is an hourly chart. This is another key. First one that I was buying and I took my loss in my personal live account or in my personal account. You don't see $10,000. I took a $10,000 loss buying up here, or actually wrong. I took a $5,000 loss buying up here. I took a $5,000 loss last night by buying this dip. But anyway, so what I see here, this is very similar to what I mean. It's kind of like a buy the dip mode, right? Where we're looking for, buying the dip opportunities. We came down to these 520s, 530s. This zone, it's a pretty decent size zone, as what Mo and I was saying before. We came down here, and then over here on the 5-minute chart, right? So we start on the higher time frame, and then we zoom into a 5-minute chart. And so this 5-minute chart has a double bottom, very, very nice looking double bottom, where we came down to these 520s, 530s. We ended up buying it in the house account, and it worked out really well. We caught 70 points off that one trade. We came down, sold all the way. We pushed, and we made a new low of day. So we ran stops technically from where we were. and we failed to push any lower. We completely reversed, had a 3-bar reversal here on the 5-minute chart. And now that if we could break and hold above 600s, this is where I would look for this market to confirm as a reversal. As you know, a double bottom is a W, a kind of a W-shaped reversal, like 1 and then 2, and then the confirmation is the break of this, and then the next target's going to be like these 680s. And the funny thing enough is if we take a look at this 1 hour chart, there is some nice resistance right here towards these 680s, 700 zone. So right back up to that is possibly where I'm going to be looking for a target. I mean, it's simple. It's not one of those where it's like, oh, I very rarely see it. The reason why I said I don't see this very often is this coming together while the market is down so dramatically based off of a non-news event. At least as far as I'm understanding, there's no news event that's occurred to drag this market all the way down. Unlike last Wednesday, right, or this past the major sell-off, which that was basically driven by news or by Powell speaking. Today was more of a technical sell-off, correct? Maybe there's something to be with it at the end of the year, but things are kind of just setting up. Maybe it's just too good to be true type thing, but from a technical perspective, it's very, very often, not very often do I see something like this. And then as I was zooming into that 100 tick chart, which is kind of like Google Maps as you continue to zoom in, I mean, you could see it a lot more cleaner on this. This is why I love this chart. Is it's a lot more of a clean double bottom, and looking at this as consolidation. I talked about the symmetric, how symmetric the market can be, where support was when we came on our way down. Typically it can become support on our way back up, and now we're looking for some traders like, oh, is this going to be a cup and handle? Maybe we look for that breakout to the long side. Whether it's going to be how deep is it going to be, I'm not sure. We never know exactly how this market's going to look, but this in theory is what you look for from a technical standpoint. Now that doesn't mean we can't just sell off and it's completely invalid, which it can be, but this is something that I really like, I really look for. And like we were talking about here in these 30s, building that position, building the position as it goes in our favor, adding to it until we finally get, if we do get that nice breakout, one winner could pay for, a whole month's worth of trading. And I think we kind of seen that a little bit in the house account, where we were down, we take a loss. The house account was down $3,300, and 1 or 2 trades, we're net positive right now.
Yeah.
House account.
Let me add to.
Go ahead, Mohammed, please.
Yeah, for this trade that we took at 533, was nice demand area. We took it. We have almost 70 points of profit. We exited. We took whatever we get from that trade. Then I didn't like the long until we reach this level. So that was a nice long area. Level 580. Oh, that's not my chart. 572. Whenever we pull back to the moving average at 572, market is good to go long at that level. We are below the 600 now, which confirm that we failed to break the range so far. Am I alone here?
You're not making it easy. They're not making it easy, Lee.
I'm seeing my charts, but I know what you're saying in terms of listening.
I don't like the failure of the breakout, so I don't mind to exit at 557. That's the stop.
557.
Yeah.
I would be okay.
That means that.
Where it's at.
Come again, Dakota?
557 is where you're looking for a CYA or a stop?
Yeah, because this is invalidate the breakout of 600.
Okay, see,
isn't it?
Fair enough. No, you're right. You're right. That could. I'm going to be looking for areas to buy this now on the pullback. For example, buy if we break above 579. 579. If we break through that pivot, maybe we have that stop loss line. If not, it's just I don't want to. We don't want to be in a situation where maybe this market does start to sell off back down to those 530s, and then we just set it up again, like you said.
Exactly. So we exit as an insurance to not lose more. If the market get backs again, we can get back long again.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
We don't want to. Yeah. Part of trading is lose as minimum as you can.
Flat.
Yeah.
We got the Dow, the Russell, the S&P, the NASDAQ, all riding the same bus right now.
Yeah. Still got too heavy. Still got, 80% long in the NASDAQ? Too heavy. What's bothering me? Samuel, what's bothering me? I thought the market was going to go higher, and the sellers came in and shut the door on that rally. That's what was bothering me. I thought we had the tiger by the tail.
Yeah, Hogue. I would like we could break above 64. If we could break above 64, 65, 64 3/4 would be an entry.
All right, I need to.
I like to buy again at 530. 530 could be a nice area to buy.
So I'll be
if this
back
continues
in 2 minutes.
selling off Dakota, if this continues to sell off Dakota, do you think it's worth to try buying the low of the range?
I don't think I would rather buy it before we get there. I like these 50s. I like buying these 50s. I want to see a higher low. Yep. Okay. I like to see this higher low form, not equal lows. So I like these 50s as an entry point a lot more than I like the 30s, because these 50s, a break above 64 is the entry. A break above 64 would be an entry. 64, 65, right there. Yeah, just as like right now, getting at 64, 65. CYA is going to be probably closer to those 30.
Wait, long now?
Yeah, 64, 65. Yes, that would be.
All right, we're long one.
Entry, and the CYA is going to be 34. Unless you're seeing a different one, Mohammed.
I see the entry at 34, actually.
All right.
Okay.
We're in that
So
trade. I'll be
like-
back in 2 seconds.
So increase the stop and add at 34. I see 534 is a buy with a stop at 15.
534 as a buy and a stop at 5 what?
15. 515, 514.
20 points out. Last trade, 21,560 in the NASDAQ.
I just don't think we're going to get down there.
I know, Dakota. I know.
Yeah.
Here's some buyers this time.
Hey, crude traders, just a quick update here. We're going to have our crude oil inventories at high noon today, Central Time.
Oh.
Yeah, it was skewed. They had investing.com 10 o'clock, and our friends at Financial Juice got it correct, 12 o'clock.
Gotcha. Thought we had it there, Dakota. I thought that was a trade. Man, they are not making this easy right now.
I think it still is, Andre. Nothing's really changed in terms of market structure. I want to see this become a higher low. I do not want to see it to get to the 30s. I mean, it's still, yes, it's a buy, like Mohammed said, but a higher low, it depends on how high it is obviously a preference. It's one of those where, yeah, I like a long. Would you like a long at the 50s, or we're going to like the long at the 30s? Well, I would like the long at the 50s. The 50s is that
both. Both. I would buy at 50 and buy at 30, but the problem is the stop.
Yeah. Where you're seeing the stop at 515.
Yes. at that point, all billers will drop the microphone. They will just go away.
Okay.
You need to.
All buyers will surrender, at that low. Because all buyers will turn into sellers. But one thing also, I don't like what happened above the 600 here. I really don't like that. That was, a trap for buyers for a breakout. Clear one. So it created a stronger resistant area right now. Don't you think? Yes. So this area could grab a lot of sellers to the market.
Yeah, I see that. It also creates a nice area to break through if we do end up getting up into that area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There'll be a bunch of stops up there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ad would be above 68.
Gotta go.
Above where?
Right where we just got to. As soon as I said it, the market bounced 8 points.
I think 75. 75 also could be a nice ad. 75.
Yeah, I like both.
But now, the stop is
Ad
45
now.
right now. I see it.
Long 2.
Okay.
Ad would be
price
above
we get, Hogue?
74 and a half, 75, like you said, Mo, adding to that.
And trail CYA to 45.
Yeah, yep, that's where I'm
It
looking.
it is 45.
It is now.
Let's see now. The sellers, if they failed, it will be nice, similar to the previous trade. They are trying. They try once, and this is the second try.
Yeah, add at
Nice.
74, 75. Yeah, I think we can add at 74, 75. This is big size.
Added. Long 3.
All right. What price we get,
Real
Hogue?
easy question here. CYA, what the hell does that mean?
Go put a 0 after that.
Yeah, I mean,
Put a 0 after that 3. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can get it.
Cover your ass. It's cover your ass. It's our the stop price. We're trying to fool the Goldman intern.
We are
using
long
code words.
568 average.
Thank you.
Okay. Long 30.
Cover your assets. That's right.
CYA. When did we make up that CYA? That was like
We've
in
changed
October,
it for so
right?
many terms, man. We keep making up new names for the. It's our stop. It's a stop price.
It was
It
was unnamed order,
Price that should not be
unspoken.
spelled
Order
out.
that shall not be named
Yes.
or spoken.
No, that shall
That
not
was
be
too
named.
long, so I decided
too
cover
long.
your ass would be better.
That was too long.
Yeah, it's better. It's so much better. I like CYA.
Right. I have added the glossary link to the chat. A lot of them. Bananas, brokers, Cannibal, CYA. What else we got here? Fat finger.
Fat finger, yeah.
So all the words and terms we use that'll explain what they are with that link.
I think Jerome. I think you need Jerome as well. Jerome.
Don't say Jerome long.
Lungs, right.
We're long. Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that. Yes.
You see what happened.
Put that in the glossary, though.
I'm talking to Eddie. It was telling him about to update the glossary with.
Yeah. Mohammed was trying to update the
Wow.
You got to be careful with that. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times.
Just checking. Our CYA is 544 and a half. That is correct.
Check.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yes, I am wearing the rally sweater, so don't
Easy.
say the J word.
I like that.
All right. Hogue.
You're right. Hogue is right. Let's take a look around these markets while this market tries to figure out what to do. We got the last trade in the S&Ps. Low today, 59.98, call it. We're about 8 points off the lows now.
Yeah. At about
Dow
71.
Jones. Add 71.
71 and a half.
Okay, Dow was about 40 points off the lows there. Last trade, 43,000. 238. Crude, seeing some buyers step back in. We bounced off that VWAP. overnight view app, that is. Last trade in the crude, $70.34 a barrel. High of the day, $70.58. And gold, kind of chopping around, showing right now. Last trade, $26.32. About
I
$7
don't like this.
off lows.
I
So
don't
there
like
you go.
this.
Brutal.
This is a strong signal for a short.
Yeah, we close it if we haven't closed it. I'm okay with closing it.
Apps out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Strong
we can find
signal
something
for a
from
short.
30s.
Trade's over. We got some hot streaks. We got some call-ups.
Yeah. 30s could be nice area to go long with a stop at 15 or 14. It's the same double bottom demand area, this area.
For me, it's waiting for to see better market structure here.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind that. Let's see what market do at the 30s. If we can buy going the market when market going higher. I mean,
yep.
Not just place market order.
Yeah, I really just want to build a position in this zone
Mm-hmm.
because this thing can take off. We had no follow through right there. There was no follow through on that break.
We got European close, bottom of the hour, about 15 minutes away from that. Maybe that can give us the clear to take off higher.
Do you mean no follow through from sellers? You mean?
Down, like there was no follow through for sellers yet.
I think because the real breakdown is below the 510. That's the real breakdown.
Yeah,
so for the market,
I think it's okay to be adding here or to get in a position in this area. Thoughts on this, Mo? Or are you still waiting for these 30s?
Yeah,
we did get to 38.
Mo.
Yeah, I'm not buying this below 580. Below 580. Because the buyers are not they're not serious.
I'm a buyer and I'm serious, Mo.
Tell him, Dakota.
I mean, the strength of the buyers, they don't show strong momentum. They just give you the feeling that this will fly every time and nothing happened. Especially, I hate what happened above 600.
If we're looking for a higher low, ooh, is this it?
Mm-hmm. Do we have a higher low? Yeah, okay.
Not yet. Not until, like you said, 580 would confirm it. But you know me, I love getting in early.
I would love to take a short, Dakota, if you allow me. It's setting up a nice.
Oh, you can do it.
Another,
I'll buy that. For you.
Yeah.
I like that. I'll buy that one for you.
Let me wait for another strong red candle. Now, I think the market is looking to the 500, 514, but not yet. No strong red candle yet. So, I would like to wait for the buyers until they have their fun.
Getting a lot of contrary information here, so we haven't done anything.
Yeah,
here.
stand by, Hogue. Stand by.
Well, we've seen the tilt 50-50 across the board.
That explains it.
All right, JD, come on in. We got some hot streaks. We got some call-ups coming up. We got the Euro close coming up in 12 minutes. But JD, come on in with some more updates, some streaks and call-ups. What's up, JD? These guys are conflicting trades right now, so let's take a break, have a breath, have JD be the voice of reason. What's up, JD?
What's up, guys? Here's your voice of reason. All right.
Thank you.
We got our fun trader hot streaks from yesterday. Here they are. We've got Ali still at the top, 66 days now. Made $2 trading the micro Dow. I think Ali is starting to troll us. seems to be consistently making $2 to $3 a day for the last
this again?
couple of days.
No.
So we're doing this again. Yeah.
Yep.
We might have to reevaluate one more time.
Don't ruin it.
We got Steven. Steven made $56 trading the micro NASDAQ yesterday. Now it's 63 days. We're at $23.94. Pin made $11 trading the NQ. Now at 46 days, worth $4,400. Musa, $240 trading gold. Another resident gold trader from Musa. 35 days, worth $13,086. This guy is on fire right now. I'm going to have someone else take a look at this guy's trade report.
Wow.
From the risk team. We'll see about getting this guy a call up, maybe. Then we got Ganesh. Ganesh made another $4 yesterday, trading the MNQ. Now at 33 days, we're at $2,143. There are your funded trader hot streaks from yesterday.
Well done.
13K. That's a nice streak.
Yeah, that's a decent streak. 35 days, 13 grand. Pretty consistently making, $300-$400 a day. Solid trader there. You want to knock out these live call-ups real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got two of them.
Market.
First, we've got Anna from Brazil. Knocked out 3 XFAs, transferred $18,923 over to that new live funded account. Also took a $19,000 payout. So, Anna making all the right moves, getting in with a decent starting balance. But you want to talk about a real decent starting balance? Let's take a look at Peyton.
How much?
Transferred 5 XFAs over. Nice starting balance at $225,000 in that brand new live account. Also took a $25,000 payout. So Peyton is starting off in this live account on the right foot. He's got a nice little cushion, and we're looking forward to getting some more updates on this trader as the
lots of money
as he gets started in this new live funded account. So big shout out to Peyton.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I've seen a lot of conversation on social media and in the chat about how the new rules are not allowing traders to move to live in a big account balance. That is a good example of
perfect example.
Not true.
Yep.
Yeah, that opportunity is still there, everyone.
Lawrence, Kansas in the house. Rock chalk. Good job,
Rock
baby.
chalk.
Big fat balance. Yep, nice cushion.
Dakota, I see now sellers are failing, so this 572 could be a nice area to go long, preempting the breakage of 580. But we are still in.
Where's the CIA on that?
37.
Yeah, that's the problem.
35.
Yeah.
Dakota, you've been thinking long.
They're
We
trying
got Mo on the long side now.
Dakota's been thinking long. Oh
Yeah, I'm still in the short side. But I saw sellers tried and failed at 572. Now they are trying again. If they failed again, that will confirm it with a stop at even 550. You don't need 37.
Yeah, I'm okay with buying here or waiting for you to buy Mo.
Let's see this. Let's see the sellers failing, because they are trying, and if they succeed, they will go to 514 and maybe lower. The momentum for the day is so bearish, so sellers will find any reason to just make new low. So if they failed, now we buy it.
Trying here. Last trade in the NASDAQ, 21,572. We are in a bit of a range. Look at the 5-minute here, but it's a big one. It's a pretty wide range. 550 to 600.
Yep. We are in the middle.
Yes, we are. We're waiting for the breakout, Mohammed. One way or another. Like Dolby says, we can't stay in this range forever. Nothing that's
You guys say buy it. I'm buying it.
He's locked and loaded, folks. We got Europe coming up in 6-7 minutes. 6-7 minutes.
Whenever you're ready, Mo.
I see the stop. Yeah, 550 is the stop. I think. Let me wait for this green candle to close. We close above 573. Yep. Entry at 577 or lower.
Hey, we just bought 50.
That works for me.
I'm kidding. We bought 2.
Oh. Well, okay.
Disappointed, Dakota. Disappointed.
I mean, there was 50 right there for you to buy on the ask if you wanted it. Don't get me excited.
CYA at 50.
Now I'm gonna feel
50 CYA.
50.
I'm okay with 50 right here. If you want 50, take it. This is fine for me.
CYA at 549.75. We'll give it an extra
I
tick.
just opened a present with socks in it. That's how it felt right there. I was like, yes, there we go.
Present with socks in it.
Yeah.
There's 40 out to ask if you want them.
Yeah, let's take a look at some liquidity. Yeah, we got 50 to the upside there. Pretty thin.
Can we add this? Can we add here? Can we add to the 72s? Add anywhere you want. Right here. I like it. I think we break out into these 600s.
Long 3 now.
Nice.
London close in 5 minutes. London close 5 minutes, kids.
Thank you, Eddie.
CYA 65, isn't it? Dakota 65, or we just keep this?
For the CYA, yeah, 65 is okay. 65 is okay for the CYA.
65 it is.
20,589 last trade. All right, guys, we got to get above. We got to break out above 610s. I mean, we got
600
coming in.
Yeah.
Of course, once we get there,
yeah, 60. Take some at 606. 606. Take one.
I was kind of long. 3.
I say we hold this.
All right.
I've got my first out at 631.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's
the moment
fair.
of truth right here.
Oh, we didn't get 50 contracts. 50. Oh, there's the woulda, coulda, shoulda now. I got so excited when Hogue said buy 50. I was like,
yeah.
Christmas morning, I was like, yes.
Yeah, I get scared, to be honest. I say, what?
Really?
Yeah, I never get into the market with 50. It takes some time.
I
sure
don't
got
think
quiet when I
order
said
50,
that.
I think a limit order with 50 is.
I like it.
I'd have a hard time doing a market order with that size unless it's broken into multiple sizes. Yeah, or an offer there.
Yeah, you have done this before. You have done this before. I haven't. So it needs some time. I have to do it 1-3 times. Then I will say similar to you, Dakota. So it's.
Well, we could. Yeah.
Poll up in the chat. Will you be trading on Monday, December 30th? We will be here. All right, 602, 21,602 last trade. Got to get out. Got to break out. And even then, they're not making this easy, folks. They are not making it easy. Let's see what the tilt is. Tilt's getting long. We've seen this play out before. See the sellers. See if the sellers want to try to hold it up one more time. 21,605's trade. We get into the 10s and 15s and the 620s.
Taking out those 10s right now.
Those 10s.
Yeah,
dude.
that
10s.
resistance now is where we could squeeze those shorts, Mo. This is where we could squeeze them. This could be it.
Yep. It will be an epic breakout if it happens.
Fell to negative 900.
A lot. Yeah. We can easily see 630 in a blink of eye. Because a lot of stops up there.
Here we go. 670s, 680s is the target for
the 10s.
For 25 of those 50 contracts.
Delta negative.
Dakota's still trading 50 lot in his head.
I know. I'm paper trading 50 here.
Yeah,
right?
I love it.
What was our entry, Hogue?
Average
77.
is 580 and a quarter.
80 in the order.
580.
80. Yeah.
Okay, so that will make our stop. Original stop was 37, correct? What was the original stop?
Around there, yeah.
67. Here we are. We're breaking. Let's get through these. Let's get through that. Here we go. Here we go. We hold this. I want to be in the reversal challenge with a long position.
Go.
Andre, I'm serious, man.
I know, man. 100%.
This is just one of those where I'm just I don't mean to show emotion, but that's how much I value this setup.
First target hit.
Yeah. 6. Perfect. That's almost 2-1 of your risk, Hogue.
Next target.
Trailing stop.
698.
Is 690. Yeah, 683. I think 683 is the extension. Is the extension of the original range.
683.
Look at this 100 tick chart. Oh my gosh, just that is a trend. Look at that. That's
and I'm splitting the difference with you.
All right. Because we have this obvious range. Everybody saw this range. We have this breakout, the extension of the range at 683.
Yeah, 680s. Hold both these till 680s if we get there.
Cover.
Yeah.
S&P's got to go too.
What about CYA? CYA 93,
just came in at the
593.
ask and got filled. 150 just got filled at the ask. I think
CYA,
it's
73% long tilt. 70% NASDAQ long.
CYA Dakota, I see 593.
588. 588.
Okay.
588. That's straight 21,625. We did get up into those 40s. How we even got higher than that? We got up to 48. 21,648. You're not going to make this easy.
We just trail this. We just trail this and see where we go.
Yeah, 680 is a very strong area. It was a previous
CYA
low.
617. 617 is the CYA now.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't want to see the price below 600. It should not go below 600. We give it a buffer room, but if it stays below 600, that means buyers are not serious. So they are serious now.
Right now, it feels like it, Mohammed. It feels like they're more serious than they have been.
Where's the chat at? Where's the chat? Where's the chat saying don't buy this down there?
Yeah, Dakota.
Yeah.
Come on.
We all
I'm like 100,000 in my 50 paper counts.
Let's see if we can get into these 50s. 20,000, 648. Get into these 50s. Not quite yet.
CYA
S&P is at the upper end of the range.
617 for the CYA.
617 CYA now.
I've got it at 615 and a quarter right now.
I don't know. I think not yet.
I think
market
we just keep going
could
up.
retest.
I think we just keep going up.
But
yeah,
we will not need it because this will still valid long. Even if we go to the 600, still valid long.
Who needs stops when you're always right?
Yeah, I do.
Unfortunately,
I always need a stop loss.
Yeah, always.
Unfortunately, I'm scratched for this week in my live account. Made 13K on Monday or 12,000 on Monday, and I'm right back down to break even this week.
Yeah, market is not fair.
Trader.
Market is not fair. Market is not.
It's playing tough today. Yeah. All right, London close has come and gone. We got about 20, 25 minutes left here in fast markets. Can we get another push higher? We got to get into these 50s. We just took a peek into the 50s, 21,650. We'll hold.
Can we get another break through these 50s?
Yeah.
S&Ps need to go. Got to get into these 20s.
The market's good at keeping everyone out when we go. Look, it's pretty clear the double bottom or reversal now after the fact. Now that you guys have hindsight.
But still, where is the invalidation of this? Where the market could go lower that would invalidate this double bottom?
I'd say, new low of day. New low of day is an invalid. I would even make an argument of 530 could start to get ugly. But yeah, do you remember this on this 5-minute chart where I was looking for this to be a higher low? That is the main support. That is the main area. For this market. And so if we're going to see this trend continue, or if we're going to see it, maybe we say we sell off and then we look for another higher low. And we continue to find this market structure and we continue to trade this market structure until it reverses, because we did make here's a high, and now we're looking for a higher high. And is it right here, right now? Maybe that's the higher high right now, and we just put it in. And if this market does want to rotate back down, then we just find another buying opportunity, and we continue to buy the higher lows, I guess. Or are we looking to find the higher lows in this market?
Why our CYA at 515?
Well, that's a place of invalid.
Sorry,
I mean, you can see over here on the 100. Yeah, 517, 516. That'd be a 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute. You can see that
615
on the 100 tick. Yeah, 615, 617.
Hey, got some poll results back real quick. We be trading on Monday, December 30th. 650 votes, real quick. 86% say yes, they will be trading.
Oh boy, we'll be here.
We'll be here.
We'll be here.
Trading with you.
Yeah.
How's it going to be?
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Last trading day of 2024.
Our hour is there. So
if you're going to be here Monday, bring a dish. Okay.
I, however, will probably not be here.
21,640. 634's trade. They are not. It's like pulling teeth, man. Pop,
Johnny, I'll tell you all about it.
Market's only moving in a straight line when it's against you.
Pretty much, Dakota.
How about
Pretty much.
Market.
Funny how that works.
Market doesn't look like.
You could sell one for the rally
like
here.
Indofear.
Yeah, I don't think we sell here, Hogue. I think we hold. I think we hold.
Just wait.
I'm with you. When I say that I'm with you, I'm with you.
We hodl. Is that that's the we're hodling until we break through this.
S&Ps need to get into these 2025s. Last trade 60.23.
Yeah, from our entry, we are around 2-1 from the risk. So the minimum should be 1-1. So I think if we calculate 610, 615, because the entry was here, and that was the original risk. Okay, so the 1-1 is at 615. The 1-1 is at 615. Currently, we are almost 2-1. If we go to 680, that would make it. What happened? That would make it. I think for 4-1.
Okay. Yeah. Akil says he took his XFA from -900 to +550. Great work.
That is a nice little jab there. We'll have that a little bit later today.
Yeah. 680 is 3-1.
100% you, not us. Never recommend following us into trades, anything. That's why we put that risk disclosure.
Yes, you decide how many you go long or short. You decide when to go long or to short. You decided to pull the trigger, not us.
Yeah. Plus, it's in a delay. So who follows a YouTuber on a delay into their own personal decisions in their trading is insane. I wouldn't do it. That's why make your own decisions.
Oh. Risk on you. Yep, you're pushing the button.
I like this build up here. I like it. This is acceptance of the price. This one. This is a build up after a rally. You get a build up here. This could continue. And stop 610. Let's make 610 CYA instead of 615. 615 is asking to get out.
Yeah, if you want 610, Mohammed, I'm okay with that.
Give it some room, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
and 610 will make our trade 1-to-1. At the end of the day, we are not risking more than so our worst is 1-to-1.
Okay, Eddie, you could throw it. All right, these guys got to trade out. We got a couple more minutes up. 15, 16, 17 minutes left here in Fast Markets. We're going to try to track down Tuckman. See if that's doable today. I'm not sure where he's at.
We didn't move the CYA, did we?
Muhammad likes 610, and I'm okay with that.
610, okay.
Let's give it just a little bit more.
9 1/4 it is. There you go.
Okay.
Good job. Okay, Eddie. Eddie, come on in. Let's talk about man.
Boy, it was cold outside. Thanks. Chilly. Let me come in here, you guys. You know what? Hey, we talked about this VIP thing. A lot of people asking if we're doing VIP today. We're doing our next VIP draft the week of January 27th. Right? So we got the 10 teams of 50. So we're ramping up the scouting check-ins to give you more opportunity to get your name in. Now, if you're new here and you're wondering what the hell is this VIP, it's an opportunity for 3 free months of a trading combine, 2 free resets each month, and a private chat room with your VIP and exclusive access to your coach. You're going to get a coach. You're going to be talking about it. This has been very successful for many traders, passing the combine, getting the XFA, and getting to funded. So there's no activation fee if you're wondering there. But today we're not going to have the VIP thing, but we will have Top Quiz. Top Quiz 1 o'clock, and guess who's going to be with us here? Bonnie. Bonnie's going to join us here for Top Quiz. And the thing is, for the top 5 winners, you're going to get an early entry. Plus, we're going to be picking 20 random winners for those that get 3 or more of the answers correct. And today you got my questions, and I guarantee you're going to get 1 right. I guarantee it. Next week, we'll have 2 scouting check-ins, and we're going to start on Monday. So the 30th, we will have the check-ins. We're going to start these check-ins again. We're going to get them moving. So keep watching Topstep TV. Stay tuned because these are random. Also, coming up here at around 12:30 p.m. Central Time, we're putting a new spin on group coaching. It's going to be called Lunchbox Trading, if you haven't noticed. We're going to be having this every day, and we're going to be looking at markets, taking trades. We're going to be answering questions, making balloon animals, face paints, donkey rides, everything coming up for Lunchbox Trading at 12:30. Also, just want to remind you, Monday we will be here. Topstep will be here. Topstep TV be here. But Tuesday, Wednesday, we are off. There will not be no Topstep TV. Tuesday, that's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We will be closed. Markets closed on New Year's Day. I do believe that they're open till 12 o'clock here for New Year's Eve. Thursday, Friday, we'll be back in full force. And so Monday on, Tuesday, Thursday off, Thursday, Friday on. So hopefully that's what we get. And I'm going to pass this back to Andre. I hope I got everything.
Sounded good to me, Eddie. If you missed anything,
man. All right.
Yeah, that checks. Yeah, good job, man. Mohammed, they are the Bears are playing defense. The Bears are playing defense. Now we are out.
Yes, we are flat.
Perfect. What's
570? 570 could be a nice long as well. 570.
Yep. Now we just set it up again, Mo. Like this is the same thing. We made that higher low,
higher high.
Man, oh man.
And we just made the higher high, and now we look for that higher low again. So, I mean,
It looks like we are carrying the market. We are carrying the market, you know.
We're trying to, Mohammed. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
We're grabbing the market by the ear. We're trying to drag the market higher. We're taking it by the ear and dragging it. Come on.
So I think demand area is at 570. Stop. Stop at 550. We might try again.
We've been up, we've been down, we've been up, we're flat, we're even. Down 507.
We're flat now?
Oh yeah, we're flat. We get that stop got hit at 10.
Nice.
Just talking about P&L.
Oh, okay.
Down.
I thought you were talking about the market too. The market is doing the same. It's like our P&L.
Yeah, same thing.
Pretty much. It does look like we're carrying the market a little higher. Maybe it's going to grind slowly. Like Dakota says, it never goes in a straight line when it's going your way. Something to that.
Going against us.
No, does it ever, Hogue? It drops like a brick when you're on.
You always have too many.
Robert in the chat sent me my win percentage. He said 36%. I'm win 36% of my trades, but still profitable. You like these 70s, Mo?
Yeah, I like the 70s with a stop at the 50s. 49.
49.
What do you think? The buy at 49?
I would take one contract right here at 80s.
Buy one?
Yeah, I'd take 80s.
Long.
For one, and then we could scale in CYA for right now at 35, and then we can move that up as we get in.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you see. Long, how's it got long? One NASDAQ from 21,580. 20,580.
Pick that one right up. Huh?
Yeah, right.
Shout out to Nick for a tip.
Nice. Just, you stole it from the market.
Nick for a tick. Losing streak in live ended with a $6,500 day. Good job, Nick for a tick.
Nice.
Nice
way to round out the year. Sounds good, Gabe.
So,
Appreciation. About 10 minutes.
If
Go ahead.
we're along this and the segment ends,
CYA is at 76. We could just move the CYA at 76, and yeah, I mean, there's no sense of
the market's not. Darth Trader asks, so you guys are just entertainers, not real traders? Darth Trader, this is a real trader. You got a bunch of real traders on here, man. I don't know what to tell you. Just entertainers. We did come up with the word tradertainment, so if you blended the two, perhaps. But no, these are real traders. We don't know what we're doing on TV. These are traders, man. Dakota.
only for 35 years.
I know.
Almost the end of the year too. I'm gonna finish. I don't even know.
I know, man. It's been a year, Dakota. Our ups
It's
and
been
downs.
one heck of a year.
A house account, check marks.
Yeah.
100,000 subscribers.
The
Up the
check
back.
marks. You still have PTSD from those, Andre?
Oh, yes. It was, what a year.
I still have that T-shirt. I don't know what I'm going to do. Wear it again for.
Eddie, when I wear it out on the street, you get the weirdest looks. Like, why does that dude have a check mark on his chest? It's like,
Oh no,
you don't
I
wanna
am
know that.
Czechoslovakian. Yes, I am.
You
Czech.
don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm going to finish this year probably around 304 or 540,000 on this the Topstep account that I'm doing with you guys.
I had $100,000 payout this year. So if this is not trading, I
Nice.
don't know what it is.
Nice work.
Mohammed, I don't know what it is either, man.
Yeah.
I made a bunch of friends. Yeah.
You know what? That's something money can't buy, Eddie.
You got that right. Yeah.
Yeah, That's worth any amounts of money. Is being on
So
here
many
with you
cool-
guys.
Oh yeah, so many cool people.
People likes to judge people. They want just they have a relief when they judge people. Oh, he's a trader. He's not a trader. He's a good trader. He's not. Focus on yourself and forget about us. Focus on
Well, when you're
yourself.
anonymous, when you're anonymous,
Trying
you can
to
do
educate. We are
anything.
trying to educate you. We are trying to show you our experience.
You
Our
gotta
experience. Experience means right and wrong, right and wrong, right and wrong, right and wrong. Take what's right, leave what's wrong. This is how you learn. So we are consuming our time to show you our best. Sometimes our best is not good enough for you. Sometimes it is good enough for you. We don't control our result. The result is not within our hands. It's something written for you before you born. You don't know how much you will make this year. No matter how much you try, you will keep trying. Whatever is written for you, you will get it. If it's not for you, you will never get it.
Tell him, Mohammed.
Yeah.
So,
Hey Mo, when we meet, can I get a big hug from you?
Oh man,
sure. Yeah, I will cry for you.
See,
I'll be shed
we're
a
a big
tear
family
too,
around here.
good people.
I might turn into that guy where I'm looking for somebody with a $500,000 loss that wants to get married before the end of the year.
So you're flat. You're flat, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
We're over
Flat
now.
S&Ps, sellers. Man, oh man, S&P 500
now
range.
flat again.
Man, gosh, man, this is just they are not making it easy to be long or short for that matter. All right, let's see if the S&Ps can want to break through or sell. Keep selling off here. We're at the lower end of the range in the S&Ps. Call it 6,000s. Last trade 6,002. 6,000 lower end of this range. Watch them just step.
Okay, we're getting these 60s, Mo. I am still fine if we want to get into this one more time before the end of the segment. I like this area. I really do. This is where Hope
59.
tricked me.
59.
Okay, we're long.
This is where if Hoke says I'm long 50, I'm going to be okay with it.
We're long one.
How about that?
CYA 49.
49.
Where do these sellers come from? Look at this. S&P is about to put in new lows, man. I did
Yeah.
not see this coming.
That's it.
We're gonna get hit right now.
That's it. Yeah.
That's kind of a tight CY. I see 37.
New lows, S&P. Stop.
I had it a little bit lower than that. We just got hit.
Dumping as well. Yeah, Hoop. Man, oh man. Did not see this.
Yeah, I'd like to see what happens here before we get to 37s. This is that big pivot I was talking about. Is if we break this, then it's straight. I could see us making a new low of day if we could break this.
Yep.
This is the important area. Here we go. Can we break it?
We've already extended the range down to the downside in the S&Ps.
S&P's just
Okay,
got
there we go. We broke.
S&Ps.
Now let's see if we see a new low of day.
Yeah, I'm tempted to sell the breakout down because I think we are looking at 430 now. 430. So we have almost 100 points from here.
Yeah, that's
So
100 and
still off.
120 points sell off.
Yeah, I did not see that coming. Especially S&Ps. Someone hit the sell button.
Yeah, 514 is the breakout for me. 514. 515 actually. 515. And the stop will be the last two candles.
Yep, everything is invalid for me right now because we broke that pivot.
Yeah.
Everything's like all of that market structure and everything we just seen for the past hour and a half is just gone now after we broke that pivot for me.
So market stomped on our sand castle.
It's
So, yeah,
exactly
that
what it
was the
Hogue.
trade. the big trade was this. Like, that's what we seen. We took the big trade where we had the double bottom and that nice rally. We caught 70 points, and then this was the second one where I honestly really thought you entered in with 50 contracts, but a higher low, and I mean that was what 100 points. It was 100 points from there to there, and that was the trade. And everything else other than this is just tough. I mean, sure, we tried to get it in right there, looking for another higher low, and it smashed us. I mean, we got in right at a good spot. We were up 20 points on that one, but yeah, we broke through that one. Honestly, if you could go back and you have a 20-point take profit on every single trade we took, I think we would have been 100. I don't think we would have had a single losing trade today.
Right.
But
see money take money.
Yeah.
When we're opposite.
I guarantee you if I go.
The CMTM. See money take money. CMTM.
See money take money. Hey, Flyer Jim out here. Lockout daily trade limit for up $1,200.
Nice.
Wow. MES and
Nice.
ES.
Good
Good job,
Jimmy.
Flyer Jim. Have a happy New Year, buddy.
Yeah, that trade limit is nice. I took a look at that last
You
night.
guys like it, huh? I'm not gonna lie. I was skeptical about it.
I really like it.
I was very skeptical about it, but it seems to be
The minimum trades
quite
per
well.
day, and then the minimum or maximum trades per week, maximum trades per day, and maximum trades per week. I really like that feature.
Good. Yep. Just another tool to prevent you from overtrading. We got a couple minutes left here, fellas. We got appreciations coming up. And coming up next, Peter Tuchman will be here, I hope. We're gonna track him. We gotta track him down. Who knows where he's gonna be in New York? We have from the New York Stock Exchange floor. And Hogan's coming in to give us his analysis of the markets and our trading this morning at 11:15. JD, Dolby, and myself trade with Topstep. Who knows? I might even take another trade today. Oh, I just read the script. Looks like I might be trading today. All right, let's get to some appreciations here, fellas. We got this is the second to last trading day of the year. So as we close in on 2025 and close out 2024, I want to throw it to my main man, Mr. Mohammed, joining us from Riyadh. Mohammed, what are you thankful for today?
I'm thankful for the community that we have in Topstep, including chat, because they are the reason that driving you forward. They are the reason that you want to be at your best. You try to be at your best, not to show them, no, just to convince yourself first. We are trying to be our best for ourselves, not to convince you, because our failure and our succession will not benefit you or will not hurt you same time. We are trying to do our best. We, for me at least, I see chat or observers as an indication if I'm doing good or not. I improve myself in order to make sure that I am in the right path. Because guess what? In trading, you might learn something wrong and keep doing it, and you don't know it's wrong until it's too late.
Sure.
So trading requires having a check on every thought that you have. Double bottom, double top. Maybe you get it wrong and you learn it wrong and you continue doing that. And after 10 years, you name that experience. No, that's not experience. That's doing wrong thing for many, many times. So I'm thankful for the chat. I'm thankful for Topstep community. I'm thankful to complete this year so far. Wishing a better year for everyone in 2025. Thank you for the producer in Topstep TV. They are doing great job. A lot of things that behind the scene that you don't know about. So
Thanks, Mo.
thank you very much, and for everybody.
Thank you, Mohammed. Very well said, Mohammed. All right, let's go straight to Dakota. Dakota, what are you appreciative for?
Same thing. I love the chat. I don't mind the comments. Like I said, that's what makes a market. Every time someone has one opinion, another person will have a different. For every buyer, there's a seller. And I love it. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. And that's the beauty. I love chat. I love to see some of the opposing opinions outside of maybe people who just want to start drama. You can tell a difference, right,
Yeah.
Andre? You could say, yeah, this
Yeah,
person's
yeah.
been in chat for the past week or 2 weeks just causing drama, or if this person's just maybe has opposite opinion, or I love it. I really do.
I love it too. All right, guys. Well, we got Hogan with the morning recap coming up. We got Tuckman coming up on the other side of this. House account is flat, I do believe. Dakota, good seeing you guys. Muhammad, we got 1.5 more days left of this trading year 2024. Anyways, see what happens on the other side of this. This is Top Step TV. Let's go.